How are we all doing? So, today we're back with a bit of a random stream. Um, are gonna ignore the fact that this. Oh, we're gonna ignore the fact that we've done before the first time that I've done a stream with the camera on. And we're not really gonna go into any more detail than that. um, so let's see. Let's set this to. Um, Sapphire. Is that cover switch to after this as well? Let's see. Sapphire. All right. Let's see. So today, we got the Game Boy out. Got Pokemon Ruby, and we go for free fun RNG. Manip attempt is the goal. That's why we got RNG tools open as well. So we got Finder, IV Calc, Timer, got all the stuff, all the lads. Internal battery is dead. This is pretty much required. Well, I say pretty much because apparently it isn't 100% required, but it's pretty much required for RNG in Sapphire, at least for simple RNG, because I'm not going to go too in-depth on like RNG guide necessarily in this video or stream, but pretty much if you have a dead battery, your seed is always 5A0, which makes it kind of, easy to determine where you start because you always start from the same spot. So we are here on Southern Island. I used some shenanigans in order to get here. For those of you that have never been here, which is probably a good chunk of people, Southern Island is where you get the opposite Lati. Because obviously normally in Ruby and Sapphire, and Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire as well, you get the Lati that is the opposite color of your game. It is the roaming one. Obviously in Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, they're not a roamer, it's a static encounter, but, either or. So this is the red game, so the blue Lati is the one that roams out in the world. And sadly, in Ruby, Sapphire, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, all of the roamers have their IVs bugged, which is very annoying. So it's... Well, we can go ahead and we can look at it here, actually, because Pokefinder, I don't know if I just need to update it or something, but Pokefinder seems to be a little bugged out, and it thinks that this Latias is the roamer one, even though it's not. This is the stationary one, and so, like, therefore, this one shouldn't have bugged IVs, but it thinks it does. So, yeah, HP is the only stat that works properly. Attack caps out at 7 is the highest it'll ever go, and these ones will all be 0. And that's for the 2 Latis in these 2 games, and then the three dogs in Fire Red and Leaf Green all work like that. So luckily, this is not a roamer though. This is a static encounter. So this is all wrong, and that's why I'm gonna have this set to Regirock this whole time, because obviously if I do the stats here, this will not be accurate. But we can calc the Latias' stats because it's giving proper stats. We can calc it with Latias and then just check it with Regirock, and like it'll tell us where we hit. So yeah, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and give this an actual attempt. I've been attempting this for a while now and still haven't hit it, so that's where like I'm actively working out the calibration still. I keep hitting like one late, one early, like five late, five early. So yeah, we're gonna hope to get it fairly soon. So let's go ahead and give this our first attempt of the stream. Oh, I can't hear Eon Timer. There we go. Eon Timer seems to be a little funky sometimes, or I don't even know if it is necessarily Eon Timer's fault. But I've noticed that sometimes it'll be a little funky, and if I change the like audio output source while I have it open, I need to like close and reopen it. So like I was before streaming, I was listening, like watching YouTube and whatnot through a speaker. Um, but now that I'm streaming, I have my headphones on, so obviously there's no like uh, what's the word, like echo from any sound coming out of the speaker getting into the mic at all. So yeah, yeah. This is the sad thing about this Latios is it's really late. It's really late. We're gonna go ahead and we'll just set this back to 0, and I'm gonna toggle star square. These are my earlier shiny frames, and none of these are all that amazing. Like, I guess this timid one is kind of cool. What's the point of going for timid when you only have 2 speed EV at the end? So I was bearing it to go for the modest one, which is a little bit later, but I figured it would be a bit more worth it in the long run. I did the same spread for Regice. Um, did this spread for the other 2 Regis just because like they're fine to physical attackers. Um, but yeah, I can't remember what spread I did for Rayquaza, because I did do him shiny in this game as well. I can't remember what I have in my party right now. I think I have Rayquaza with me. And then I also can't remember if my what the wild spreads look like. I can't remember if they're different. They might be. But anyway, I have this set to 18,600 for our initial advances because our target frame is 18,649. This gives me 50 ahead and keeps going afterwards. I could really cap this out at like 18,700 if I wanted to, because like there's no way to get past that. Seem to want to take. Yeah, it's still going past that anyway, so I guess that didn't really make a difference. But yeah, this will let us check before. I keep hitting this frame a lot. I've hit this one many times. So hopefully we don't just keep hitting that one over and over and over and over again. But yeah, let's see. Let's see indeed. We're getting close. Couple more. Sadly, there's no way, or I think there might be. I know that you can use the paintings to like reseed, but that won't really like help me because I can't like if I could make a battle record like you can in Emerald, this would be so much easier. Because then I could just do this wait once and like stop a few frames early and like have a battle record that just resets my RNG state, but sadly it is not the case. But I think this was technically the first game I did RNG in was actually Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl with the Blink RNG method. But other than that, this was the other like the second game that I started doing RNG in was this copy of Ruby. And it was all thanks to dumb luck, really, that I was able to do it on this save file. Because the most important thing for being able to RNG manip shinies is you need to know your secret ID. Um, and the easiest way to go about doing that is to manipulate it at the start of the game. But I had already started the save file, and I didn't really want to start it over. So the only other way to happen across shiny is completely, or to find your secret ID is to find a 1 in 8,000 shiny. And luckily I did. I managed to find a shiny Ariyama in Victory Road while I was training my team. And I had to use my Master Ball on it because it had Whirlwind and could have potentially ended the encounter. So yeah, we caught that at a Master Ball. These other Master Balls I've gotten, these have been sent over from Emerald, so don't worry about these. But my proper actual like Master Ball for this save file had to get used on that Ariyama. Let's see, where did we hit? Did we hit the freaking adamant one again? No. No, this is... Oh, this must be this one, I'm guessing. It's probably that one. Let's see, what did it say? 147. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yep. This has got to be that one. 6. 46. Yeah. Yeah, I bet this is that one. Bam. Bam. Yeah. Okay. 3 late. Don't know if I want to adjust for that, or if I just want to rip it again. Let's just rip it again. Alright, so, oh, shoot, what was I saying before this? That's a great question. Right, know how to check. Uh, oh! Right. I was talking about how I'd gotten Tiny Ariyama, was able to reverse engineer my secret ID from catching a wild shiny. But yeah, that's pretty much the only. Those are the only 2 ways to really start doing RNG for shiny Pokemon specifically. If you don't care about a shiny and you only want to RNG good IV Pokemon, you don't really need your secret ID. Um, because all that lets you know is if something will or won't be shiny. But so yeah, if you don't really care about those, need it. But if you're putting in the effort to, essentially summon free good Pokemon, might as well go the extra step and make it shiny. Hopefully we can get this without too much hassle here today. Done this quite a few times and it's getting a little frustrating. I don't think I really need to pull up the menu here because I don't think there's any noise that will interfere. By noise, I don't mean like actual sound that the game makes, but like mostly NPCs turning or whatnot that will cause random G advancements. We don't like that. We want to be in control of everything, so that way we can get what we want. So we don't like random. that's the whole point of doing RNG, is to eliminate the randomness factor. So yeah, if I was in an area that had like a lot of NPCs, then I would definitely need to pull up the menu because they won't move while I have this menu pulled up. And my button presses would need to be very quickly timed because there are obviously instances where you don't have the menu up quite yet, or you need to close the menu to actually start the encounter or whatever. So yeah, definitely have to be very cautious in some areas. But luckily, I don't think this area is a big deal. I just kind of do it out of habit anyway. But I guess we could test it on the next attempt. But next attempt, I won't bother to pull up the menu at all, and we'll see if we still get within like a reasonable amount of frames, or if we're like a ridiculous amount off. Because clearly, if we are an like sizable amount off, then yeah, something was causing advancements in the background that was making it go faster than we want. If we do end up getting this, we might switch over to Emerald, or if we get this quickly, I mean, we might switch over to Emerald, just because I want to do like geez, I can't words today. I want to do a decent amount of RNG here today, but if we take forever and to get this, or it's been a while and we haven't gotten it at all, and I've started to get irritated, then we might just switch over to something else in general. I want to do a little bit more of the Sapphire run, because I did finish a little checklist for keeping track of everything, which I might show off later, so that way you guys can see it as well. Getting somewhat close, so I want to be getting ready to get locked in. But yeah, I want to do some of the Sapphire challenge. We might do a little Poke MMO as well. Let's see. Let's get ready. Come on, let's see that yellow Latias. I want to see it. I want to see it. Come on. Which I did already RNG one of these in Emerald. Still not yellow. But I want to get this one shiny as well, just for the novelty of having a Southern Island Latias from my actual Ruby cartridge. Alright, let's see. Where did we hit this time? If we hit the same quirky one again, I don't think we did. This is a quiet one. This one, I think. Yeah, I think this is... Oh, wait, no. I don't know. I'm not sure what one this is. Let's actually check. 6... 4... 3... Okay, we're getting further and further away. Let's, whoops, I forgot the 6. 5, 3. Okay, right? 6, 5, 3. Let's go ahead and update. Run her back. So for anybody that has absolutely no idea what is going on at all, by the way, I will give a little bit more description. So essentially how this all works is this program here tells me what sequence every Pokemon that will spawn in shows up in, and I'm using this program, this one over here down in this corner, to time my button presses in the game so that I hit the exact 60th of a second that will load in the Pokemon I want. So this is obviously not the one we wanted. We want the shiny one, and that was the one after it. This is the one that we want, and we hit this one instead. So this is 4 advancements late. I'm pretty sure that's only 4/60ths of a second. So it is very, very tight span to hit the right button press. So what this does is this pre-timer is this first timer of the 5 seconds, and this 18649 is this 5-minute timer afterwards. And this calibration is just kind of tries to help you adjust. So normally when you start completely fresh, this would be 0. You do the first attempt, you hit wildly off. You almost always will hit wildly off on the first attempt. Catch it, you calc the stats, you see where you landed, you put that in here, and hit update, and a magical calibration number will show up. And this will kind of adjust how long it actually takes for the second timer to go off. So let's go ahead and give this another run. If I click start, this timer starts clicking down, counting down. It will beep 6 times, and on the 6th beep, I hit start, select, and A and B all to restart the game. So when I hit the timer, I usually sit here with these 2 fingers here, this finger on B, and then I hit A with my thumb as well once the timer goes all the way up. So that's what we're gonna do now. So I'm gonna click start on this, holding down start, select, and B. 5. 6th one, click with my. I always try to count out 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. Whoa. No, thank you. Oops, that was the wrong button. There we go. Let's go ahead and start this attempt over, actually. Did not mean to smack the camera. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and start that over. But yeah, anywho, I always try to count 2, 3, 4, 5 because it can be. I use the first beep to know when to start counting, and then I find that personally, if I even like spend too much time thinking about the 6th beep, I will then say or think 6 and then click the button, which will then obviously put me a little bit late. So I have just started personally counting 2, 3, 4, 5, and then click. Don't even think 6, just click. Like as soon as you hear that last beep, boom, A press, or up press, or whatever press you need to click. Sadly, now we have this kind of downtime of not much really going on. And that's really only the effect of going for a later frame and trying to get a somewhat good one. If I just settled for one earlier frames, we wouldn't need to wait quite this long, but I want to settle. Like, if we went for, what's that timid one instead? If we went for this one, this would be so much quicker. This is like literally not even a 2-minute wait, I don't think. This would be so much faster. Maybe a little over 2 minutes. So this would be a lot quicker, but it's not really that much better. So I kind of want to just deal with it and go for the better one. And if I were to send this into Sword and Shield, it would have the square sparkles instead of star sparkles. That's all that this means. So if I'm not sending it to Sword and Shield, literally nothing. This doesn't matter. This is exactly the same if you're not sending it to Sword and Shield. But if you were to send it to Sword and Shield, it will tell you which one has which sparkle type. Right, let's see. Which I guess I could show off doing the timid one instead, just to, like, show the difference between how much quicker that would be. And if I happen to hit the timid one on the first go, well, we might just take it. Oh, we'll do, we'll, the next attempt, if we don't get it this attempt, the next attempt, we'll do the timid one, and I won't pull up the menu. We'll do that test at the same time. To just double check to see if there's any crazy noise here or not. Let's see, let's set this back to a little over a minute left. But yeah, after this, I want to hop onto Sapphire as well, so that way, so that I'll show off the guide that I came up with to follow for myself. I kind of got a little bit lazy with bits of it, and I have some ideas for some bonus content that we can do at the end. That is not necessarily stuff that we would normally do in a Professor Oak challenge. Normally, a Professor Oak challenge, you're supposed to be kind of completely disconnected from games. But I think for the sake of content, and it's a bit more exciting, we'll do kind of like an epilogue lap of using some fun additional tools to get some legendaries that we wouldn't normally be able to acquire into the game, so that way we can have a little bit extra fun with them. Just because, why the hell not? Which it will make it so that we need to be a lot careful with the use of our Master Ball. We're gonna have access to multiple legendaries. We are gonna have to pick and choose who we actually use Master Ball. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know who I'm gonna want to use it on. Probably save it for a shiny that can potentially end the encounter. Let's get ready. Come on, let's see that yellow Dorgan. It looks red here, but it's gonna be yellow, I'm telling you. Come on. That don't look yellow. Alright. Let's see where we hit. And we'll try the timid one instead. We'll check the timid. We'll go for the timid one instead and see if we can. We'll just test the like noise thing. 1, 2. Oh, this is the adamant one. Yeah, this was one late. I don't even need to count this. I've looked this specific one stats up so many times. This was one late. Show it to me. Is it this one? This one right here is the one we hit 100%. I've looked it up so many times. So, all right, let's go ahead and try that timid one instead. Was it star screen 5588? Oh yeah, yeah. Not even quite a minute and a half. Oh, whoops, that's not. Okay, and we're not gonna pull up the start menu this time. Let's. Oh. Let's see. Not gonna pull up the start menu. I need to just say it out loud to myself so I don't do it by habit. Let's see. Watch me get this timid one on the first go. That I'm honestly gonna laugh so hard if we do. I kind of hope we do, just because it'd be so funny. Alright, let's see. Luckily, this is a much quicker wait, so we don't need to sit here twiddling our thumbs for so long. Right. I don't know. I can't decide if I want to get this or not. Because, like, these IVs are, like, okay, I guess, but, they're not great. I would much rather have this one. Although, again, it doesn't really matter that bad. I went for a 5 perfect IV modest one in, Emerald anyway, so it's not a huge deal, but I would still like to get the better one. Alright, let's see. Timid one on the first try. I know what's gonna happen. Oh, no, we still didn't. Okay, now let's see if we're, like, wildly off, or if we're still, like, pretty close. Set this to, like, that. Stack count. Oh yeah, we'll turn. Okay, 147. 87. First of all, let's just scroll down to our desired one right here. See a jolly one close to it. This one? Probably that one. Let's see. 3, 4. 1. Yeah, it was that one. So that is a good bit late. That's 11 frames late. Like, that's not crazy late, but that's, like, kind of late. Let's run it again. And this time I'm going to pull up the menu instead, and we're going to see, we're going to compare. I'm curious to see if, with the menu pulled up, we see, like, a drastic difference or not. Alright. At least this one is much quicker. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do in Emerald if we do switch over to that instead. I kind of want to go for Tropius, but I need to set something up that'll be a little annoying first, so we'll have to see if I actually go for it right away. See, we're getting close here. Let's get ready. Gonna be yellow this time. And no, a big surprise. Alright, let's see. What'd we hit? Curious to see if we manage to hit the jolly one again. Nope, it's a different one. It's got different health. Quiet. Again, I want to just take a little peek at the ones near our target. See a quiet one. This one. Quiet one's close. It's probably this one. Let's change that to 1. 1 of the 6. Yep. So it's 5 early. Well, that is definitely a difference than without pulling up the menu. Pulling up the menu on the same interval, especially if we take into consideration we hit 5 early with it. Obviously, there's always room for a little bit of human error. But just assuming this is a baseline, we were actually 16 late with the menu not pulled up. So, very interesting. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll update for this. We'll give this timid one more attempt. Oh yeah, you can't see me putting up my one finger. All right, let's see. We'll give it one more attempt on the timid one. Great. Oh. So definitely gonna pull up the menu instead. That seems to make some kind of difference. Ooh. Ooh, crunched my neck. Ooh. But yeah, we're slowly creeping up on doing this for an hour, so maybe we'll keep going for an hour of this, and then we'll switch over to some Sapphire instead. And maybe we'll do that for about an hour as well. Switch over to maybe a little Pokey MMO. Maybe we'll shiny hunt on my main for an hour or so instead of doing some the like monotype run today, just so that way we can kind of be a little bit more chill and relaxed. Kick back with a little bit of horde hunting or something. Or actually, we could do some EV training on the monotype account and just kind of get some of that out of the way. Here we go. Yeah, maybe I will just do kind of like a chill EV training session on the monotype save. Still nothing. This timid one. Hit this time. We'll go back to the modest one, I guess. Just for the fun of it. Oh, wait, what? We hit a different timid one? Huh? Oh, it was probably this one. Yeah, there's no way we hit either of these two. Those are, like, quite a bit earlier. It's probably this one. Let's see. 6, 8, 4, 2, 9. Yep. Right, well, let's go back to the other one. What was it? 18649. And we'll just, whoops, set this back to 18600. There we go. Alright, back to the longer waits. Although, actually, Oh, that's not what I think Latias is a good, like, defensive model. Um, let me look at some of these other. Don't want that. Okay, yeah. This is the only nature that is, like, decent. One earlier than this. Yeah, it's pretty much either the timid one or the modest one are the only ones really worth going for. Because all these other ones are so much later that they're not worth it at all. This is absolutely as late as I really can tolerate going. And I'm only really putting up with it because I've done it, like, I've done this exact spread before, so. I really don't want to do it again, but I've done it before. I can tolerate doing it again. It was a while ago, though. I can't remember exactly when I did that. Well, I guess I could check. I could probably check. Will they have a catch date? No, I don't think it's. I don't think this game saves the date. I think that was Generation 4 and onward that saved the encounter date. It'll just say where I got them all. Which kinda wanna do all of the Reggies again as well. In Emerald, because I'll be able to go for much better ones. Let's take a little peep ski at the stats on this. Fairly certain. Yeah, they're all pretty slow. Yeah, they all have 50 speed. So I could definitely go for, like, intentionally slow nature. Which, hell, you know, honestly, Rock and Steel might be, especially Regirock, might be worth going for a defense up nature. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll go for, what is it? Relaxed. Maybe we'll go for a relaxed. Um, will it be 5 IV? Or 4. 4 31s and 1 0 on a Reggie Hawk. I might not. That could be pretty good. I don't know if I'll probably end up, honestly, I'll probably just be lazy and do the exact same thing for Reggie Steel as well, just because it will let me use the same ace code and the same secret ID combination to just catch both of them. A lot easier than having to type a million ace codes. Have to go for different spreads on them. And then, I don't know what I'll do exactly for Reg Ice. Maybe I'll do speed down, special attack up. Alright, come on. I want to see it. Let's just get that shiny. Please. Please. You're not yellow. Alright, where did we hit? We hit the freaking adamant one again. Mm. We're gonna give this like 2 or 3 more attempts, and then we'll probably move. Ooh, what is this? Oh, probably that one. Yeah, yeah. Oh no, definitely this one. This HP is so high. It's gotta be this one. It has to be. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Well, update for that, I suppose. Let's run it back. Mm. Yeah, I think we're gonna give this like maybe 2 more attempts, and then we'll switch over to Sapphire for a little bit. That mostly just kind of want to show off the guide that I came up with. Some in to make sure any important information is censored before. Um, that'll be simple enough. Actually, well, no, not really, because I don't want it. Well, just throw up the changing game screen for a second. Um, oh, well. Just change. Oh, well, no, because that'll. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me just put up the changing game for a second. Screenshot of something. It's over here on this monitor for now. I take that back down. This. Alright, let's see. Now I can censor the important information in a bit. Sorry, I kind of went radio silent for a second there. In the zone. Anywho, I got everything ready to censor that later. Good. Alright. Alright, let's see. About a minute left. Hopefully we can go ahead and get this without too much hassle. I've been at this for way too long. Alright. Come on, let's just get it. I wanna move on. But yeah, if we don't get it on this attempt, we'll do one more. I'm gonna take a little short break, go to the bathroom and whatnot before we switch over to Sapphire. I do want to show off a screenshot of something that I got the other day. Nothing too important, or nothing too, like, crazy, but something that I did grab while just kind of poking around the other day. Let's see, let's get ready here. Ready. Just be yellow. Alright, where do we hit? Hopefully it's just within like 1 or 2 so we can just like run it back. If it's within only like 1 or 2 frames, we'll just run it back really quick. Without bothering to... this looks... Oh. What hell frame is this? Here's what we're looking for. Careful one. Oh, it's totally that one. What are we looking at for stats here? Yeah, it's... Oh, careful must lower special attack? Apparently. Yeah, it does. It has to be this one. That's 3 early. Really want to adjust for only 3 early? I think if it's worth. I don't think it is. So let's just go ahead and let's run it back one last time. Whoa, what happened there? That was weird. I think I maybe started counting 1 beep early. Sometimes I can get like really dialed in, and I actually like start counting the first beep as 2, so then I get to where I think I'm on 6 and I actually click on 5. Has happened a handful of times before. I think I'm going to be efficient with my time here, and I think I'm going to pop up the AFK symbol and run to the bathroom while this last attempt is going through. And then when I get back, I can just move on to Sapphire, and I don't need to take a break, because this is going to take 5 minutes anyway. So I'll be right back. I'm just going to run to the bathroom, and I'll be back before this timer's done. Alrighty. Bathroom break out of the way. All this stuff out of here. Still got 2.5 minutes left. Needed to check something. Okay. Hopefully we can get it on this last attempt. If not, oh well. Not a huge deal. I'll keep trying in my free time. Maybe we'll keep trying to get it here on stream some other time. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the super jank RNG stream that we've totally not attempted before. This is totally the first time that this has ever happened. So let me know if you enjoyed this totally first and only time that we've done this. To let me see me do it again. Because I've been enjoying it. I would enjoy it a lot more if I had a capture DS and I didn't need to record it with the old camera. But you know, then we can get to see my fingies pointing at things and giving thumbs up and whatnot. So I guess it has its pros and cons. But I would really like to have a capture DS so that way I can just much more clearly get a view of what's going on and not have to have the jank phone recording setup. If you can't tell, I'm recording using my phone, or using my phone as a camera. But, I mean, it works. I have to have it so that it's actually recording video so that way the camera doesn't just, like, close on its own. That's not a huge deal. I can just turn around after. If it works, exactly. What's going on? Vetyist? How you doing? Righty. Hopefully we can get this. Comment on some yogurt. Hell yeah. It's been a while since I've had some yogurt. Keep eyeing up these parfaits at my work. I'd have to get one today. Alright. Let's get this. Bathroom break coming in clutch. Exactly. The bathroom break is gonna summon it. I just had to go to the bathroom to like summon the piss-colored Latias. It didn't work. Alright. Where did we hit? I was hoping that would work, but I guess not. Alright, let's see. 150. Oh, it's this timid. Must be this one. Gotta be that one. It's the only timid one nearby. Yeah. Okay, that's a 5 early. I don't really want to adjust for 5 early because then I have a feeling I'm just gonna hit 5 late on the next one. Boy. Do I give it one more? I know I said this was the last one. Yeah. I'll adjust for the 3 early frame. What was that one? This careful one? Because that'll put me a little bit closer. Times the charm. Yeah. Well, ignore the other hour worth of attempts that came before it. We'll adjust for this one and see what we hit instead. Do one more. Last one for real. This will put us a little bit closer. The other thing that's just making this a little bit more annoying this time around than when I did this spread for Regice is when I did Regice, it was a couple years ago, a year or so ago. Why sit in the menu? So in most areas, I don't think it doesn't super matter in this area, I don't think, but in certain areas, if there are NPCs in the zone as well that can, like, turn or walk or do anything on their own, essentially, them moving around will set you, like, further ahead in the sequence. So if you have the menu open, nobody in the area can move. So there isn't anybody in this area, so I don't think it super matters. But we tested it with the timid spread a little while ago, and I did a run of not being in the menu, and I hit 11 frames late, and then without changing anything, I did another run sitting in the menu, and I hit like 5 frames early. So that's a 16 frame difference just for having the menu open as opposed to not having the menu open. So it's a little superstition, but in some areas it is absolutely necessary. Um, Especially for like some gift Pokemon can be like in a really finicky area where people can move around. Um, but this area, I don't think it super matters, but it's still just a good habit to do it, like when doing a lot of RNG. Right. Hopefully we can get this on this last attempt for real. Either way, gonna switch over to the Sapphire Pokemon Oak, or Professor Oak challenge. Finally into the second leg of that journey, which has opened up a lot more stuff for us to get. Especially since I've decided to make it a little extra punishing on myself and go for a national dex style, or living dex style version of the challenge. Alright, 2 minutes left. Ooh. Come on, I just want to have this sick Latias. Which, show off, I already have one in Emerald. But I want the Ruby one just for the sake of it. Actually, I'll show off the really cool thing that I got in Emerald the other day. I got something very, very exciting. Where are we at? Almost a minute left. Got my box of cool stuff pulled up in it. Well, just stupid if you got an Emerald. No, yeah, no, I did. I did clone the one from Emerald. Dragon City Master Ball. Yeah, fair. I just want to have one from Ruby just for the sake of, like, I've never caught a Latias in Ruby before because you need the Eon ticket. So I want to have the Ruby one just for the sake of it. It's for the principle of it, Lynn. Getting there. Ooh, it's always gets real nerve-wracking seeing that timer get close to the end. Oh, I hit it on 5. Oh my god. I totally clicked on 5. Okay, that didn't count. Unless we hold on. Unless we somehow were like way early and actually hit it. Yeah, no. Okay, that didn't count. That's really annoying that we need to do another 5-minute wait when I said that was the last one. But that doesn't count. I clicked on 5. Oh well, we can set Ruby to the side for a second while we wait through the timer, and we can check out the cool stuff that I've gotten on Emerald. So a lot of these guys have the same spread, and as you can see, I've you're a curse, fair. Gotten a lot of cool things. Most of them have the same spread. I think actually all 5 of these species are all the same spread. They're all, whoa. Modest nature, max, HP, defense, speed, special defense, and special attack, with, I think, only, like, 2, attack. They're really, really low attack. Hold on. Do that. And then this guy has obviously got a different spread. The reflection, it keeps showing my face, so I don't want that to happen. I got this guy. He's, I think 330s and 331s, I think. Adamant nature, so he can kind of be used as a bit more of a somewhat as a mixed attacker. Oh yeah, right, I can just sit way to the side. And then I went for the same spread on Rayquaza here, so he can also be a bit of a mixed attacker. And then the real holy grail is this bad Larry that I got yesterday. Very, very pleased with this. This is not perfect IVs. It was kind of hard to find one that was perfect, but it has pretty solid IVs. And then I got this bad Larry as well. This one I did before I started changing my secret ID around to get perfect shinies. So this one only has, like, okay IVs. I think it has, like, high special attack. But I don't think it's perfect. I can't remember. Cheats? No. Some advanced screwery? Absolutely. So I didn't necessarily cheat for them. I used arbitrary code execution, for the, Johto birds. I'm gonna call Lugia a bird. Those 2 I got with arbitrary code execution. And Deoxys as well, was obtained through that. Obviously, Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza just spawn in Emerald. I don't need to do anything fancy for any of those. But I used arbitrary code execution, which is a not really. Ace is like, it's like cheating if you could just cheat built into the game. Like, if you could, but, so, like, I feel like the fact that you need to put effort in to do it, too, like, it's not like I just plugged in an action replay and just put myself there. Like, you need to go through a pretty complex setup to get the glitch Pokemon working. Then you need to type out the goofy-ass box names. So, like, and make sure that you didn't type them wrong or else you'll crash your game. So, like, I don't know. I feel like the amount of... yeah, well, fair enough. I had an action replay even for the GBA back in the day. I know Game Shark was also, like, the more popular one, but I technically had an action replay for mine. But I don't know. I feel like Ace and RNG aren't, like... It's like cheating with extra steps in a way. Like, yeah, I could just open up PK Hex and just click, oh, here, I have a shiny Latias. Well, that's no fun. Like... And some people don't care about that. They just want the Pokemon. They don't care how they obtain it. And they don't care that just clicking a few buttons in PK Hex isn't fun to somebody else. Other people don't think that sitting there and doing hours and hours worth of resets for things is fun. And that's kind of why I've been using RNG manipulation instead. is it makes it so instead of just getting lucky, you need to put in the skill to hit the buttons right instead. And Ace just allows you to get access to so much more things. Like, yeah, I could have just cheated all of the event items in, but it was cooler to just do it in the game. And then Jirachi I had to put in a little bit extra work for. Jirachi I got through I'm a Blissy's custom e-reader card event. Still did not sit through 24 plus hour speedruns of Breath of the Wild. Yeah. So like some people enjoy their games in different ways. I don't understand how we keep hitting so far off. I really hope that we did just hit this adamant one again, so that way I know that I'm just like one off. And later I can just sit here and do some more attempts and just leave it. I'm just gonna leave the thing alone. Nope, this is not the adamant one. This is this one again. I think. Unless there's a or it could be this one. Sure, we'll have to check actually, because I don't know. There's two nearby. F3 95. 38. Okay, yeah, we were late. Yeah, I had a feeling. Way around. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, well, that's enough of that. I'll get back to that later. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up. So I can close everything down. Yeah, shut that off. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. I was charging up the other Game Boy. So, okay, you know what? Just because. Maybe we need the luck. Maybe we need the luck of... Let's do... Let's cope a little harder. We need the luck of the red Game Boy with the red game in it, obviously, in order to get this red legendary it's shiny. Oh, this screen is... I didn't realize how wonky this screen looked. Gonna be 100 frames off now. I would be baffled. Anywho, let's give this one more, for real, actually the real last attempt. Only because I charged up this Game Boy. Yes, I actually promised this time. Only because I charged up this Game Boy to use it for at least a couple attempts and then totally forgot to. I don't want to have charged up this Game Boy for no reason. But I do want to get over to some of the Sapphire Challenge. Which I guess... I'll pop this up for a second. I can show off... I did collect... Showing off anything else? No. I did collect this on the Sapphire Professor Oak Challenge off camera. Just because this was the only berry that we didn't have yet from this chick, so figured I'd grab this, and didn't feel like resetting for it on a stream. So we have a person berry now, nothing too crazy. Didn't have one yet, so I want to get one. It wasn't that bad to get. I needed to do a handful of resets. I think I accidentally reset over one. Just because you can get that NPC that I was stood in front of gives you a random berry every day. And luckily that Sapphire we are playing on has live battery, so we actually get the days advancing. Um, so, but you can soft reset in front of her. If you just like save in front of her, you can just like reset for a different berry. So that was the only one we didn't have yet. I think the other one was Rostberry we needed to get from her. Just because those don't show up in that early of the game. Which we do have access to a lot more of the game that we can go exploring now. Now that we finally got past the first leg and we're able to beat the first gym. We have a lot more open to us now. So that'll be exciting. Come on, Red Game Boy. You gotta give us the luck here, bro. This is it's gotta be the Red Game Boy. It has to be. Initially, I wasn't really gonna use this Game Boy for RNG, but it's only really Fire Red, Leaf Green that I can't use it on because sometimes when I flick the power switch on, it doesn't actually turn on. So I need to like turn it off and turn it back on again, and it comes on after a few. But the silver one is the one that I use more often. But like, come on, bro, this Red Game Boy looks so sexy. I had to pick this thing up when I saw it at the collectibles place. Wasn't even that expensive either. I think I got it for like 85 bucks a couple years ago, a year or two ago. I think it was last year. Yeah, no, yeah, it was last year. Also have these to use with said two Game Boys. Sadly, I do not have a regular link cable though, so I can't link cable with old Ruby here. But I have the GameCube to Game Boy link cable, so I can connect to like Coliseum and XD, which I also have. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look into that. Because I do want to get like a proper link cable. Mostly so that way I can actually just trade directly between Ruby and Fire Red Leaf Green, because I have both Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. I have both of these two, and I can trade between these two with the wireless adapters. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'll have to look into that. If it isn't too expensive, I'll probably pick one up. Alright, come on. Red Game Boy, give us luck. Pray to the Red Game Boy. Red Game Boy, give us strength. $8? That's not bad. Oh, imagine though. Imagine if the Red Game Boy had given us the strength. Alright. We are actually going to switch over to Sapphire, but I still want to check to see where we hit. Maybe Latias is just camera shy. Too hasty. Which one of these? I think it is. I don't really know. Let's actually check that because I'm not sure. 22. 89. It's quite low on the chance. Speed is the only thing. Oh, huh. Well, we definitely didn't hit this one. That is still... That's 6 early. Okay. Whoa. I'll update my timer and I'll get back to that later. Okay. Let's go ahead and put the changing game screen up. And close all this other junk. That. My phone is dying because I've been using it so much. Yeah, definitely if I'm hitting the button too early, then yeah, that would affect it. Alright, let's see. Let me plug my phone in because it's dying. Did not appreciate being used as a camera for an hour and a half, while also linking to my computer. Got a hot brick now? Yeah, pretty much. Let's go ahead and close all this down. Switch this over to... There we go. Like, my brain just, like, shut down for a second, and I completely forgot how I set my, like, keyboard up. Or my desk up when I, like, stream something other than that. Okay, perfect. Let's switch over to this one. Very nice. Alright, we got our candy count. I updated the layout, by the way. Just so it looks a little bit cooler, because the last one got a little outdated. Okay, so I'm gonna hide the candy count for a second. Let me... we want to add image 2. Add this. That should hopefully cover up something important. Let's go ahead and add another image. This is going to be an existing one. Where is that? Add the opera layout. And we want to go ahead and window capture opera. I have it on the right tab. Whoops. Close now. Bam. Why is it not showing anything? Oh. That's why. Oh. Whoopsie. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that did not work out at all. Well, oh well. I don't think anything actually important really got shown there. Well, I also stream on YouTube as well. Multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. And I started on YouTube and kind of, like, Twitch is, like, my backup, really. Like, I'm only kind of doing it because there's no reason not to do both. But YouTube is, like, where I really started. Alright, but anywho, this is the checklist that I went ahead and made. I tried to make it so that it is both version accessible, and I kind of got a little lazy with keeping tally of like where you would be in the total towards the end here, but that's not a huge deal. But yeah, I color-coded the version exclusives, so that way it could be also used for Ruby. And there are a few differences between the two, or there's like one kind of noticeable difference between the two, and that is Moonstone count, and was also the reason why I picked Sapphire over Ruby. Is there's one more Pokemon available in Sapphire compared to Ruby, and that is because of the Moonstone count. Normally, there is only one Moonstone in the entire game, so you have to make a choice between if you want to go for Jigglypuff or Delcatty, and if you're doing it properly in order, you really don't have a choice, because you get access to the Moonstone before you get access to Jigglypuff. So you kind of don't really have a choice. You kind of have to pick Delcatty if you're properly doing it in, like, the right, quote, right way, and, like, getting every available entry before moving on. You can't catch a Jigglypuff yet to use that Moonstone on. So Wigglytuff is kind of just not available in Emerald or Ruby, but in Sapphire, and only Sapphire, you can find Wild Lonatone, which have a chance to be holding a Moonstone. So you can thief a Moonstone off of a Lonatone, and then have a second one to be able to evolve both Delcatty and Wigglytuff, but only in Sapphire, because as we can see down, where is it? Here, Lonatone is a Sapphire exclusive, and this persists even through Emerald. There are two Pokemon that are Ruby Sapphire version exclusive that are not included in Emerald, and they are Zangoose and Lonatone. They are completely locked to their one game only, if you're only counting the Game Boy games. If you're counting the GameCube games, you can get all four of these in Ore. But as for the Game Boy Advance games, Zangoose is only in Ruby, and Lunatone is only in Sapphire. Anywho, with that rant out of the way, this is the leg of the journey that we are on right now. And since we have decided to do a Living Dex style, we also need to include two things that I tried to kind of keep it separated, so that way, if you're not doing a Living Dex version, you can completely ignore the squiggle brackets and just go for what is in the regular brackets. And then anything in parentheses is kind of a note that you want to keep to yourself, which this female one, I guess, could also really only matter if you're doing Living Dex. It isn't important if you don't care about a Living Dex, so I guess I could have put this in squiggle brackets, but I wasn't necessarily doing this part of it when I did that. But yeah, so that's kind of the rundown. Once I've completely finished this, I'll probably put like a link to a copy of this somewhere, so that way other people can use it as well, and I will go back and actually finish updating this before I do that, just so that way it's, like, better. But yeah, this is what I'm going to be using to keep track of where we are, and what we need to do. Anywho, sorry for all that. While I had that up, I wasn't able to see chat, so sorry about that. Difference between the two, kind of already, without even seeing your question, I kind of answered it anyway, being the difference between the two is you can get that one extra Pokemon in this game, because in Ruby, you find Solrock instead, and Solrock has a chance to be holding a Sunstone. Except in Ruby and Sapphire, there's only one Pokemon that needs a Sunstone. Oh, between Living Dex and non-Living Dex? Okay, that is a good question. I will show you.
It is easier to just, like, really show than explain. This is the big difference between doing a living dex and doing a non-living dex style. Is in a living dex form, I'm getting one of every single one. Oh, right. Thank you. Let's get... No. Get this out of the way. And then that, and then this. Okay. Doing it in living dex style, we get one of each instead of getting just one and evolving it all the way up. So if I was not doing a living dex, I'd be done with this Swampert line. I would just need to evolve it. Oh, where's Chip Boy, by the way? There he is. We would just get Swampert and we'd be done with it. But in a living dex form, I need to go back and then get its pre-evolutions as well. So that's why it's important to, if you are going for a living dex form, you need to have a female starter, because there's no... Oh, I gotta move Chip Boy a little bit, because I forgot I hit a little... Please sub right there. This is kind of covers a little bit, but oh well, whatever, not a huge deal. There's no Ditto. Yes, I did get, last time I streamed this, I got Pokerus and this shiny Whismur in the same stream. It was absolutely crazy. Which, obviously, I turned around and spread the Pokerus to said shiny Whismur. But yeah, anywho, before I forget, the reason it's so important to have a female starter for the living dex form is there's no Ditto in Ruby Sapphire. There's only Ditto in Fire Red Leaf Green and Emerald. So you need a female starter, so that way spread the shiny to the others. I know, right? If only it was that simple. But I need to be able to breed this with something else to actually get the other, get a Mudkip and a Marshtomp. So, traditionally, for a Professor Oak challenge, trading and interacting with another game is not allowed. But I think I'm going to allow some interactions with another game, only once we've finished everything in the traditional order of not interacting with anything else. Maybe then, after I'm done, I'll go back and collect some other things from other Pokemon. Or collect other Pokemon normally. Your challenge, let's want to be specific. I mean, I don't really make the rules. I mean, like, kind of, I can tweak them, but, like, Professor Oak challenge is a pretty, like, standard thing that a lot of people do. So, yeah, I could tweak the rules, and that's why I'm going to, but only once we finish the game, just so I feel that it's a bit, like, bit more fair. That way, we did it the traditional way, but also got to have a little bit of extra fun by doing the bonus section. Alright, but for now, let's go ahead and finish grabbing all these Lepa berries. I have been making sure to keep up on growing lots of these, so that we can use them to restore our move uses. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. So, let's see. Where do we need to go next? Back to Granite Cave, I think, is going to be the most important thing that we need to go do. So, we're going to go ahead and talk to Mr. Briny. Alright. Bada boom. Head back down here. Ooh, excuse me. And we're not gonna fight, what's-his-doofus, until much later on. Alright, so, let's see. Who do we have currently? don't think I have got Abra yet. Can't get Nose Pass quite yet. I think this is Abra in between here. Looks like we've not gotten Abra yet. So let's go ahead and go look for... No, okay, well there we go. That was a little easy. Let's go ahead and do one of those. And we got plenty of these. Cool. Oh, right, yeah. Obviously, straight to the PC. Alright, rare candy. And it does go right there, right? That is where it does belong. Yeah, right after slacking. Okay. I think I've already caught 3 Zubats. I think that was pretty simple to do without really having to put much effort into it. Makuhita, we already got out of the way as well. Let me just go take another quick peek at the PC. Should be actually knocking out these other ones. So that way I can get pickup encounters going off. Oh, I forgot Giga Drain only has 5 uses. Oh, boy. Pick up, you, pick in? There we go, nice. Alright, let's take a little look at the PC, see how we're looking so far. I want to take a little look at the Abra, to see what nature we ended up with. Zigzagoons for pickup? Absolutely. Lonely nature is not very great. Yeah, we got all the Zigzagoons, and 1 Linoon, for pickup. Pickup is really, really broken in Ruby and Sapphire because it does not have the level restriction that it has in, Emerald and Onward. So, yeah, very, very, very strong in this version. Okay, so we have 2 Geodudes. We have our 3 Zubats. Okay, we need 2 more Aerons and 2 Aerons, 1 Abra, and a Sableye are what we need from here for right now. Because we can't get Nose Pass until later. Old Rod? Yeah. I grabbed the Old Rod already. I'm just talking about what we need from, specifically from Granite Cave. I already picked up the Old Rod. I think I did that at the last stream. Let's see. Head back over here. Oh yeah! Gotta go for Sableye. Need 1 Abra, 2 Aeron, and 1 Sableye. Which... Can we find Abra on the bottom floor? Can't remember. So, Pokey Earth this. Here. Or I guess it's here. No. Granite Cave. This generation. Basement floor 2. Yeah, we can find Abra down there. Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll head down to basement floor 2. That'll be the best spot to look for literally everything. Alright, take you out. Down this way. We won't be able to use Flash for a while, so luckily I know my way around this region, especially this cave, very, very well. Between Spore and Ultra Balls this early on, we're not going to struggle catching, like, anything. Okay, so now we need 1 Abra, 1 Aeron, 1 Sableye. Okay, there's our last Aeron. We'll go ahead and catch this. 1 Abra, 1 Sableye. Nice. There we go. Now we just need 1 Abra. And then once we get Abra, we'll be pretty good. Alright, we'll be all set for this area, at least. Then we'll have to do some fishing. Because there's a couple things we can fish up with the old rod. I think I was pretty thorough in checking what was available with the old rod and what wasn't. But I can do a little bit of double checking. Just because it's super effective. Oh, the reason I'm attacking the wrong encounters is because pickup doesn't activate if you run. It only activates if you actually KO the opponent. So, for pickup reasons. So do we have any... I have the one escape rope from in here. Perfect. That's the one that you get at the start of the cave. Alright, cool. So, we can go ahead and sort this place out. These can come down here. Okay, you're level 11, so we'll use you as the high level one. Whoops. Oh my god. Wait, what do have also synchronize? Or ability synchronize, not nature. I don't know which one will evolve, I haven't decided yet. Catching Pokemon is locked behind badges. Yes. Yeah, that is the whole point of the Professor Oak challenge, is to try to obtain every available Pokemon before each gym badge. So, and that includes evolving them all the way up. And then because I'm choosing to do it in a living dex style, I need to get one of each, not just one. But obviously some things, it's physically impossible. Yeah, Crobat is going to be a little annoying. Yeah. Not looking forward to Crobat. Especially since I couldn't catch it in a luxury ball. Well, actually... No, I can't, because I think you only get those for winning Master Rank contests. So I don't think I could do anything to boost that. So yeah, that is going to be annoying. But that's why, like, I couldn't get Mudkip and Marshtomp as well as Swampert for the first gym because I couldn't breed, but I can get it before I do the next one. And then the reason the gym order is really funky is just because of the fact that 2 and 6 are technically skippable. Changing moves increase happiness. Yeah. Okay, so what do we need to do next? Let's do the fishing encounters and get those out of the way. What do I have written down? Goldeen, Magikarp, and Tentacool, I think, are the only things I can fish up with the good rod. Or the old rod, sorry, not the good rod. Pretty sure that's all I can get with the old rod. So, let's go ahead and go for all of those. Oh, right, I shouldn't actually do that because of the mini-game. If this was Fire Red Leaf Green, we could just speed up and it wouldn't be a big deal, but... I'm gonna do the little mini-game. Okay, Magikarp, I don't even need to put this to sleep. We're just gonna... Honestly, I probably don't even need to use an Ultra... Oh, wow, okay. He did that just to rub it in my face. You know what? Just for that, you're getting put to sleep after all. There we go. So, Magikarp, obviously really easy. The trickier ones are going to be Tentacool and Goldeen. They're not super hard to get, but they are like 15-ish% encounter rate, I want to say. So we're going to find a lot of Carps before we find any Goldeens or... This rate, we're not going to find anything. Jeez, what is going on? Let's try a different tile. That one's clearly cursed. Well, there we go. There's our second Magikarp. Not really surprised that that was nice and quick. Bro. Now he's just being rude. There we go. That's Magikarp out of the way. Oh yeah, right. I needed to sort where Sableye went as well. Let's go ahead and take Geeksy Doodle Pokédex. This will also help with Magikarp. Okay, so Magikarp is 2 after Ariyama. Let's see. No Goldeen here. Yeah. It's back in Petalburg, I want to say. I think it's back in like Petalburg area. I want to say you go right here, actually, right after Aggron. But I might be wrong. Oh, nope, you're after Zubat. Oh, right before Aron. I think this is Mawile, which obviously we can't encounter in this one. Hold on. Pretty sure this is Mawile. Yes, it is. Okay. So yeah, Sableye is gonna go right before Aron. Not right after. I was close then. You're gonna go right here. This is the Tentacool line, is gonna go right here. I can't remember what's going right there after Ariyama. Ah, Goldeen. Goldeen goes here. Okay. And then we're gonna have the Marill line, which sadly we can't get Azumarill yet, but we can get Marill and Azumarill, so we'll have an empty spot here for a little while. And then this is for Nose Pass, which we will be able to get after Watson. So we'll have this box mostly full. We'll be able to fill this box pretty soon. Actually, let me double check. What egg group are you in exactly? Monster and Water 1. Are you in either of those? Oh, we could actually breed it with one of our Lotads. Oh, cool. Okay, nice. Yeah, we can breed it with, like, this Lombre or whatever. Which, the reason that we didn't need to evolve this other Lotad quite yet is we couldn't evolve it all the way up to Ludicolo yet anyway, so I just said we technically didn't even really need to catch it quite yet, where we can't get Ludicolo yet, but I caught it anyway. Same with this Skitty, we can't actually evolve it yet anyway, but I just caught it for the hell of it. Alright, anywho, let's go get back to Tentacool. We need 2 Tentacools and 2 Goldeens, and then we're done with the old rod. Alright. Probably gonna take a little while. Let's see. I find a lot of these Magikarps. I should probably knock them out, but I'm a little lazy. I don't really have a whole lot of... Hey, there we go. There's a Tentacool. That didn't take too long. Alright, that's 1 down. I didn't realize it had the same sprite that it had in Fire Red and Leaf Green in this game. A lot of these Gen 3 games, the, that wasn't too cruel. Badumts. Back to back? No, of course not. A lot of the Generation 1 Pokemon have different sprites in Hoenn than what they actually ended up using in Fire Red, Leaf Green. Oh, actually, that wasn't really that bad at all. What is the encounter rate? I thought it was lower. Do for town. Oh, it's 30%. Okay, yeah, literally double what I thought it was. Okay, well, fair enough then. Alright. Gotta go back and get 2 Goldines as well. Let's see. I'm only gonna move these 2 now because this is where Goldine needs to go, is where these 2 landed. So, might as well just let it go exactly where it needs to. Alright. Go back for Goldine, and then we are good to move on. Alright. So, you come over here, and I'm pretty sure we can fish up Goldine right here in this town. Right, this tile is clearly cursed. 35%. Hey, come on. I always really, I don't know why. Oh, there we go, nice. I always really like this specific, like, background. This one I feel like it's pretty unused because you're not often able to, like, encounter something in a town. Because this kind of, like, background is only really used in, like, towns. Because, like, grass has its own, like, look to it, really. Alright. One more Goldine, and then we're done with the fishing encounters for now. Alright. Nice. Oh, I think we can get the repeat ball already, actually. From the Devon guy. I'm pretty sure he actually goes over there once you hand in the letter to, Steven's dad. Most people just don't go back over there after they do that until they come back through after getting Rock Smash, or access to Rock Smash. But I think we could run over there and run into that guy. Man. Oh, come on. There we go. Oops. Really hoping that would be the Goldine. Man. Let's try this tile again. This tile is really cursed. Oh, there we go. Hey, no, never mind. No, it's not. No, it's not. This tile is blessed. Oh! Oh my god, and then I Giga Drain it instead of... Oh my god. Jesus. Ugh, I hit A too quickly. No. I meant to hit over to bag and then A. Ugh. Oh my god. Oh well. At least it wasn't a shiny. Oh, and then I sped up through. Yep. Oh my god. Speed up. Oh my god. And now we're not getting anything. Come on. Ugh. Curse after all, indeed. You know what? Screw this whole pond. We're fishing in this pond now. Oh my god, immediately into a curse tile. Ugh. Oh, yep, I hit A way too quick. You know why I did that? Hmm. God. Come on. Oh, just missed that. Really, this pond isn't giving us any better luck. I'll hide behind the Pokemart in shame. Come on. Oh, that was a quick one. Oh, nice. Okay, now bag. There we go. Alright, nice. Here we go. Let's go ahead and drop a save. You're kidding. Oh my god, I was gonna say, you're kidding me. The game crashed while saving, but... Woo! No, we good. Just gave me a heart attack. Oh my lord, game. Don't do that. Pickups for selling. Selling and just, like, rare candies. Like, the rare candies have been helping out a lot with some of the, like, really, tedious grinds for, like, really high-level evolutions. I've been a lot of times grinding, like, somewhat close to the level that I need to get, and then just, like, candying the last, like, 5 or 6 levels as it starts to get really, really slow. Granted, now, we have access to higher level wild Pokemon because we're finally past the first gym badge, but when we still only had one badge, the highest level wild Pokemon, or before we had one badge, I mean, the highest level wild Pokemon we could encounter was, level 8. So, yeah, it was a little annoying to try to get, Loudred up to level 40, on level 8 is your highest level that you're running into. So, yeah, the rare candies are also really, really handy. Alright, let's see. Let's get back over here, except we don't actually want to go here, and we really want to go here. Alright, I think we haven't really fought many of these trainers on the beach yet, but I'm going to go ahead and avoid as many of them as I really can, because I don't really want to... I'm a little lazy, and I don't want to fight them all right now. So we'll come back to that later. First, we need to come over here. Ooh, crunch my back. That is also highly important and very much on the list of things to do. We gotta talk to this guy and his doohickey. Very nice. Oh, I never went... I didn't go check for that repeat ball. Oh, well. We'll go ahead and heal up, because I'm gonna have to fight some Aqua nerds. So let's get ready to do that. Very, very importantly, we need to talk to this guy and get his TM46 for Thief. That is very, very important. So we don't have anything on anybody. So we need to do 2 battles, which are going to be very simple. And luckily, we don't. We have a non-contact move, so we can get around your stupid ability. And then this guy also has a Zubat. Luckily, we're very, very high level. Cool. Breloom is very much going to carry us through a large chunk of the game. Cool. Nice. Handed over the Devon goods. Very, very cool. Do we get any items? We did. Oops. Let's see. Full Restore. Very nice. Ultra Ball. Very nice. Oh yeah, which I'll show you the I'll show you what my PC looks like. Let's go ahead and deposit stuff first. I like to keep one of every available pickup item on me, so that way, oops, oh, shoot, and I always do that. That way I can keep the spots for them. This is what I got in the PC. And I've sold a lot of nuggets. Yeah. So, oh, and that doesn't even show off the over 100 Ultra Balls either. Yeah, we got a lot of items stockpiled already. Alright, let's see. Which I don't think... I think I need to go to specifically the Fall Harbor Town contest hall. Okay, so we have some things that we need to get off of this route. Oh, I can just completely ignore her, apparently. Let's see. I don't really think there's a whole lot of reason to go this way. I guess we'll grab this item. Apparently there's no trainers over here. There's normally a couple trainers hiding back here in Emerald. Elite Four ain't got nothing on me. Yeah, pretty much. Right. Let's see. Alright, let's go ahead, and I guess I'll fight this lady just so that way she's out of the way and I don't, like, end up getting stuck fighting her later on. Luckily, those two don't have static, so I don't need to worry about hitting them with contact move. The PP-ups have also been really handy, just because as I'm grinding away very slowly and tediously on things, it can be really handy to increase the number of moves that I have, so that way I can reduce the amount of trips back to the Pokemon Center. We're just absolutely going to embarrass May right now. Because I have a level 54 Breloom. So yeah, that fight that is normally quite annoying, yeah, that's not an issue. Ooh, right. Oh, and these trainers aren't here. There's normally 2 trainers there in Emerald as well. I love how I say normally, as if this game technically isn't the, like, standard, and Emerald is the one that's different. Alright, we needed one of those. Oh, okay, this guy is not here in Emerald, though. I think he's one of the 2 trainers that's, like, further over there in that corner. Yeah, I think he is. Did not mean to use that. Forgot that that was there. I think his next Pokemon is Nuzleaf, right? Yeah, and this is the only way, or one of the only ways we can actually see a Nuzleaf in this game. And then there's only one trainer here. You're not that important. We've already caught you and seen you. Hello. Or, I think these are only really useful for Pokeblocks, but also space that we can plant more other useful berries. Alright, let's see. Made it to Mauville. Let's grab that X speed. That'll be pretty handy. Let's grab Rock Smash. We won't be able to use it for a little while, but it'll be handy to have once we are able to use it. And I'm gonna go ahead and teach it to Linoon right away. Yes, let's go ahead and give you Rock Smash instead of Tail Whip, I guess. Doesn't really matter. You have for me Ultra Ball, nice. We're gonna go ahead and grab the Mach Bike, because that will help us out with hatching these 2 eggs for Mudkip. Mach Bike. Oh, you know what? We'll fight Wally real quick, too. Just to get this out of the way. Oh, which I just realized, because we have so much money from all the nuggets and whatnot, we're gonna have a really good access to the different, things we can buy with coins, here. Oh, hello. Which guy is this? Oh, the Bard. Oh. Okay. No, you're fine. Alright, let's come talk to this guy, because he'll give us a coin, or lady? Person? Oh, right, we need to give them a harbor mail. And then they will give us a coin case. Okay, we'll worry about that later. I forgot that these 2 are moved down here in this game, or moved up here in Emerald. I keep, I keep doing that. Let's just go ahead and get all these trainers out of the way now, so that way we don't need to worry about them later. I'm gonna switch this Zigzagoon with Linoon, just so that way, about to do a double battle, so I want to have Linoon up at the front. Oh, right, I forgot you need to talk to them to initiate double battles in this game. We'll headbutt you and you. I forgot we have that on both of them. Nice, cool. Very good. Let's see. These, I think, also are only really used for Pokeblocks. Let's see. You are annoying. We definitely want to fight you now before we're running back and forth. Well, I'm just going to switch Headbutt up here for now. Until we go back to actually, catching things, I'll just keep Headbutt up at the front. Oh, don't affect Spore me, please. Good. Okay, cool. Got that taken care of. All that, not a single pickup item, bruh. I'll fight this one as well. It's a good thing we've made it over to Varanturf as well, because we're really low on headbutt uses. One headbutt left. Crit. Well, now we have one left. So there's a item right here, and I think there's a hidden item over here, right? Yeah. Which we do have the item finder now, so we can ping hidden items in the ground, which will make them a little bit easier to find. One of which we can go grab right now, which is over in here. As we get there. Oh my god, Whismer, I am tired of you. We have encountered enough Whismers in my entire lifetime in this run. 61% chance of an item every fight. That's not bad. Alright. Tell this guy about those black glasses. He walks away. Grab. Ooh, nice. And then... right, we can fight this guy. We'll use Giga Drain for a little bit of variation. Which I guess I can turn off animations again, too. I think I'd only turn those on for the Roxanne fight that we did in, like, 0.2 seconds. Oh, right, which we can still go through and fight all of the trainers in Brawly's gym. I'll have to remember to do that, at some point. Because we can fight the trainers, we just can't fight Brawly himself. Okay. There we go. What do we get? Super Potion. Well, we got plenty of those. Alright, we'll fight this guy. And then I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot that we can just start biking back and forth to try to get, try to get these Mudkip eggs. Alright. Yeah, because we already fought that guy. You're not a trainer, right? Oh, you know what? But we might also... Oh, you want to see something really fun? Hold on. I gotta show this off. This is one of my favorite things about Ruby and Sapphire. This chick can just walk right through that cliff. The player can't, but she can. And that got fixed in Emerald because she's no longer a rotating trainer. She only stands like the one direction. And it's a double battle with a different with a youngster as well. But like, I can't walk through there. That is one of my absolute favorite glitches in Ruby and Sapphire. It's just a small one, but it's so funny. Let's see. Whoops. Alright, let's put away a couple Zigzagoons. By a couple, I mean all of the Zigzagoons. And we're going to go ahead and withdraw Swampert and Lombre. Haven't played a lot of Sapphire. Oh, have played a lot of Sapphire, but didn't know that. Yeah, no, it's such a small glitch because you can only trigger it once per save file because obviously she'll only notice you to battle you the one time. But yeah, very funny little glitch. I think I'd like discovered that on my own at one point too, playing through either this or Ruby, and I was like, wait a second, did I see that right? Skipped her, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, a very easy trainer to skip. It can only happen the one time. You need to trigger it. You kind of almost need to know that it can happen in order to trigger it at all. Because, like, most people aren't going to walk in front of her in that direction, like, unless they know about the glitch already. Or if you do, you're really not going to be expecting to have her run into you. Oh, do, come on. Oh, there we go. That's the first one ready. Which, there is no, Flame Body and Magma Armor do not work outside of battle until Emerald. So, obviously, there's no Pokemon that I could catch with either one of those this early on anyway. But even if there was, it wouldn't make a difference. We'll go ahead and take both of these guys back. I think I have room for everybody in my party. Nice. Which, honestly, for some of the more annoying level up grinds, using the daycare might not be a terrible idea. Because I could even throw 2 Pokemon into the daycare and just, like, run back and forth a bunch and get XP that way. That might be a little bit faster. Or maybe not faster, but I could do it while doing something else. While, like, grinding something the standard way, I could have 2 Pokemon in the daycare as well. Gaining XP just off of every step. So, it might be worth doing. Especially for something like Aggron. I think Aggron's, like, level, like, 48 or something. Aeron, yeah. Aeron, I think pretty sure Aeron up to Aggron is 42? Okay. Yeah, I knew it was in the 40s. Swablu is going to be annoying too, yeah. Luckily, that's a little bit later. Which, we also have access to trainer rematches, so I should go around and I should talk to a lot of trainers so that I can get them registered in the Pokénav. Because then I can go back and rematch them. Which, obviously, trainer rematches are going to give a lot more XP than just wild Pokemon battles. Let's see. Get a Mudkip, and then we'll have to evolve one of them, but that shouldn't be too bad. God, not having any Flame Body is so brutal. I'm glad that we don't have to do a whole lot of breeding on this save. Because, oof, no Flame Body is rugged. Come on. This first egg has got to be getting close by now. Yeah. Oh, they're actually both pretty close. Okay. Come on. Alright, here we go. Ba-da-da. Nice. There are a couple other things that we will need to breed. Notably, obviously, the baby Pokemon that can only be obtained by breeding. It's a Torchic. That'd be real confusing. But yeah, obviously the babies we need to breed. We're gonna need to hatch the Why Not egg, and that one we need to evolve. into Wobbuffet, and we'll have to come back later for a second Why Not. Once we have access to the, I think it's the pure incense, so that we can breed the second one. But once we have that, we'll have both of those. And you get the pure and the sea incense at the same time, so we will not be able to do Azuril until the same time as we're going back for our second Why Not. But everything else isn't that bad. We just need to be able to get the parent so that we can breed it into the other one. And the only other thing that we need to do, we need to do the exact same way that we did the starter, is whichever fossil that we end up picking. We will also need to reset for a female fossil, so that way we can breed for a second one. And sadly, where this is Ruby Sapphire, you can only get one of the fossils. In Emerald, once you beat the game, you can go and get the second one. Sadly, that is not the case here in old Ruby Sapphire. So we will only end up with one. I'll probably end up letting chat pick which one we go with. I'm not too worried about it right now, so don't bother making any suggestions yet, because we can't get it right now anyway. But eventually, I'll probably end up letting chat pick which one we go for. Anywho, so if that is where Aggron is, then we need Machop, Machoke, can't get Machamp, so this will be Metatite, Metacham, Electrike, Manectric. This is going to be Plusle, and then Minun will go right after. Okay, and then Magnemite, Magneton, Volbeat, Electrode, we can't get right away. Or not Volbeat, Voltorb. We can get Volbeat, that one goes here. And Illumise is right next to it. Oddish, Gloom. Technically, we don't need to catch 2 more Oddish, but we could if we want to, for Vileplume and Bellossom. We can't get them right away anyway. Apparently, Doduo and Dodrio are, like, really high up in the Pokedex in this region, even though you can't get them to the Safari Zone. Roselia, Gulpin, Swalot. I think that's the last... Yeah, Gulpin line is the last one of this batch. Yeah. Whoa. Then we just need to move on to the evolving section. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and grab back our Zigzagoons. And we'll do some running around, see what we can find. We'll go ahead and heal up. You need to have your moves restored? Nope, you're at full moves. Good. I think there's quite a few things here on this route that we can find. Yes, I can get Gloom. I can catch Gloom later if I want to. Nice. Okay, so Volbeat is actually more common here in Sapphire. In Emerald and Ruby, it's a lot more rare, but in Sapphire, it's more common, and Illumise is the one that is more rare. I want to actually catch one with a specific ability, because there are 2 abilities that do work outside of battle in this generation, and that's because that's their whole shtick, is that they are out of battle abilities and not in battle abilities. They don't do anything at all in battle. And Volbeat has one of them in Illuminate, which makes encounters more common. So I do kind of want to have one that has Illuminate and not Swarm. Just because then... Yes, Sweet Scent, very, very important. This will definitely be very handy down the line. I guess you don't have Sweet Scent yet, but you do learn Sweet Scent as well. Where did I say you go? Like, way over here or something? Hold on. Let me go back to the Pokédex. Yeah, so this is what? Magnemite, Magneton, Voltorb, Electrode, Volbeat, Illumise, Oddish Line, Doduo, Dodrio, Roselia. It's gonna go right here. I guess I'll put this Volbeat in its spot for now. I'm gonna release this Volbeat and replace it with one that has Illuminate instead. Which, sadly, having Illuminate in our party is going to reduce the amount of Zigzagoons we can carry by one, but... Oh. Alright, we need 2 of these, and one of them needs to be a female. So if we encounter another one and it is a male, I'm going to ignore it. We need specifically a female one in order to breed to get Azurill. Go ahead and fight all the Zigzagoons. We don't really need any of them. Okay, this is a male one. We are going to ignore it because I need a female. You're still getting ignored. Let's see, we've got some items to grab. Very nice. There we go. Alright. Very nice. We will go ahead and catch you. And we will need that for later on. Let's go ahead and put those 2 where they belong. Just so that way it's out of the way. Level are they? Okay, they're the same level, so it doesn't really matter. These 2 are going to go right here. And other than the evolutions that we need to do, this box is as full as we can currently get it. So obviously we need to evolve this guy, we need to evolve one of these, we need to evolve one of these, this, 2 of these, you know, this guy. But we don't need to catch anything more to go in this box for right now, so that's very good. Same for this box. This box is, once we evolve this Mudkip, obviously, half of this box is in our party, or half of the missing things, half of our party, I guess, is some of the missing things in this box. But yeah, once we evolve this is literally everything we can currently get right now. That's exciting. Like the living decks. Thank you, thank you. What's going on? Alright, let's see. Oh, I should have put, in the updated layout, I should have put Professor Oak Living Dex Challenge instead of just Professor Oak. Yeah, probably should have. Oh well. Maybe I'll have to change the layout again, I guess. Okay, so, now, we, what do we need? We need Illumise, which is, I think, a 1 or 2% encounter rate here, so that one is going to be a pain. Let's double check that. Where are we? I think we are on this route. Correct, we are. Okay, so, from this route, we need at least 2 Oddish, and 1 Illumise. The Oddish are 10% encounters, Illumise is a 1% encounter. So that one is going to be really annoying, and I would prefer a Volbeat with, a better Volbeat. Not much, just chilling along. Very nice, very nice. Oh, right, which actually... I can be lazy now, because now that we have access to the bike, we can swap bikes, and instead of actually running around in the grass, we can just hop. Oh, and now I don't need to move. We can just sit here hopping. Hell yeah. Right, let's see. Right, let's see. Do you have Illuminate? I hope so. Hop equal... hop over bonk? Hell yeah. Do you have Illuminate? No, you also have Swarm. Yeah, well, we're just gonna release this one. I want to release the other one too, but I'm keeping it there as a placeholder, so that way I know where... there, nice. That way I know where to put it. almost just Giga Drain this one. Clever idea. As long as the legs don't give out exactly. Alright, let's see. Do you have Swarm? Or, no, yeah. I hope you don't have Swarm, actually. Ah, there we go. Illuminate. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and swap this with that one. And you are getting released. Okay, so, sadly, we need to ditch one of our Zigzagoon. Oh, this one has a 4-restore. Well, we're not gonna ditch that one. We're gonna ditch one of these Zigzagoons. You can permanently sit there, I guess, now. Because we're gonna bring old Volbeat here with us. Instead, we're gonna intentionally... I guess I'll keep you here. We're gonna intentionally feint Volbeat, so that way, we still send out Breloom first, which I suppose I'll go heal Breloom, their moves up before I feint, what's its face? Alright, let's see. Let's come over here, and we'll get back to it. Hopefully we get poisoned, by Poison Point. Just so that, there we go. That'll kind of help whittle me down a little faster, because I'm actually doing a lot more damage to this than I'd like to. I think I'll just use Double Team until I die of poison, actually. This will probably be better than doing anything to this. Alright, let's see. I'll just wait until I whittle away. Which, actually, I could even leave the battle now. Because this is an old enough game that I will faint in the overworld from poison. Oh, all that to actually hit me through. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna use this so I don't get poisoned on you. Because poison heal is not a thing yet. Oh, there we go. Nice. 2 items. Very, very good. Oh, right, no, use this. Right, this was... Oh, no, that wasn't the full restore. We did take that off. Alright, well, there. Now, we are going to get encounters a lot faster. We need at least 2 Oddish. There's 1. Hell yeah. Go ahead and catch this. And then we need, an Illumise, which is going to be a little bit more annoying since it is a 1% encounter. I guess I will just headbutt them, and if we get poisoned, it's not that big a deal. Oh, nice. Okay, here's our second Oddish. I don't know if I will bother. I guess I will catch 2 more, just for the... I've been catching ones that I didn't quite need yet, earlier in the challenge as well. So I guess I will just do that now as well, also. Like, I caught the extra Lotad and the extra, what's it called? Skitty. So, this is how I'm gonna worry about healing you, without healing, Volbeat, by the way. Just dropping it in there. Okay, so these 2 Oddishes are gonna go right here. We need 2 more. Well, we don't really need 2 more quite yet, because we can't get either Vileplume or Bellossom, right now. But, eventually, we will be able to get both Vileplume and Bellossom. Oh my god. No, not check tag. I really wish check tag was not the first option. Ooh, rare candy. Oh, right, we don't have the candy count up. How many candies have we found today? That was at least 1. I think we found like 2 earlier. I'm gonna say 2, maybe 3, maybe 3, maybe 2. I can't remember. We'll check. A lot of strategic thinking. Yeah, quite a bit. Quite a bit. You missed it. I did show off a little checklist that I made earlier. Let's see. How many do I have right now? Yeah, I think it was 2. Because I started I think I had 4 in my bag when I dumped stuff out earlier. And I would have had 3 from before I started stream. So yeah, I found 2 today then. Yeah, if I had 4 when I interacted with the PC earlier, I've only found 2 today. So we'll keep that at 2 for now. Okay. Hey, there we go. Nice. That actually wasn't that miserable. Because there is actually 2 different 1% encounters that we can find on this same route. So I was getting a little nervous that we would find the other one first. And we don't need the other one because we've already gotten it. Ooh, there's another candy. Nice. Okay, so that's everything that we need from this route for this section of the game. Technically, I can still get, what's he called? 2 more Oddish, but I'm not worried about those right now. Let's see. Pull up the list. What do we still need? So, we bred... Whoa. There we go. We bred our 2 starters. Check. We caught 2 Abras. Check. We caught a Makuhita. We caught 2 Goldines, we caught 2 Magikarps, we caught 2 Merylds, we caught 2 Geodudes, we caught 3 Zubats, we caught 2 Tentacools, we caught our Sableye, we got 3 Aerons, we need 2 Electrike, we've caught our 1 Plusle, we need 1 Minun, we caught our Volbeat, we caught our Illumise, we caught our Glooms, we caught our Roselia, or we caught 2 Oddish, we need to evolve 1 into Gloom. So yeah, all we need is 2 Plusles, 1 Minun, and 2 Gulpin. And then we can get into the evolution section. Yep, Gulpin, Minun, and Electrike. That is all we still need. And all of those are, conveniently enough, on this one route right here. So, onto the bike, and we can start doing some hops. Perfect. I thought that we could find Oddish here, too, so we can catch our 2 more Oddishes while we're here on this route. And then we'll have 4 of those. Which I know technically I can catch Gloom later into the game, but I'm not worried about it. I kind of like to visually have all the spots taken up ahead of time, so I might even just end up catching Glooms to replace these Oddishes in the future. But for now, I want the spaces taken up so that way I know what is going to go there in the future. Wow, I'm surprised that didn't catch immediately. I think that's the first thing that's broken out of a Sleep Ultra Ball on us. We'll go ahead and do a save. That was a new encounter, or like a new dex entry, might as well. Okay, don't need Wingull, we already got that done. Nervous for when it comes to Feebas time? Yeah, Feebas, I'm not looking forward to, but it's the fucking way she goes. Like, it's, you know, sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't. It's just the way of the road. That's all I gotta say about Feebas. I'm also not looking forward to it, but, you know, it's gotta be done. Okay, there's our 2 Electrikes. We need 1 more Gulpin, and we need a Minun, which I want to say Minun is actually rare in this game? Yes. Minun is a 2% encounter in Sapphire. I thought so. It's the other way around in Ruby and Emerald, but here in old Sapphire, Minun is a 2% encounter. So, we'll be looking for that for a while. Ooh, here's our... This is the only other Pokemon that we needed, though. So now, once we catch this, we will have everything except for Minun. Obviously, we need to go do evolutions still. But barring evolutions, the only catch we still need to make is a Minun. Sadly, there is no multi-hand in Ruby Sapphire. That was new in Fire Red Leaf Green. Luckily, there is at least the yellow hand. And then I think these 2 go directly after you? Question mark? Or is there one space in between? Nope, directly here. Perfect. All right. We'll go ahead and heal up you as well. Go. Just place that down in the box and pick it back up. Alright, cool. We just need Minun. I think before I do this little grind for Minun, it has been a little while, I'm going to take a little bathroom break. I was thinking about switching over to PokeMMO at some point in this stream. I think I am not going to do that, because I'm having a lot of fun with this challenge instead. Yes. Yeah, that is the Professor Oak challenge, is trying to get every available Pokemon before each gym badge, which traditionally trade evolutions and like other version exclusives are excluded, so that's why I only need like 2 Geodudes and 2 Abras, and I don't need 3 of them. I think we will do some extra stuff towards the end. That's why the layout has a little bonus section on it, because I think we will do some bonus encounters once we've beaten the game. But yeah, we are trying to get everything available before each gym, and then because I am doing it in a living dex format, I need to get one of each and not just get one and evolve it all the way up. As I was explaining earlier, that tweaks how you need to do the challenge a little bit, because the starter that you pick at the beginning of the game needs to be a female if you want to do it in a living dex format, because there's no Ditto in Ruby Sapphire. Even in the post game, there's just no Ditto at all. So you need to go with a female starter, and you need to have a female fossil, so that way you can actually breed to get spares. But other than that, there's not a huge difference. This is another difference. There's a not all in one sitting. Yeah. No. Luckily, I have taken. It took like, I counted it up. It was like 20 something hours to get just the first gym badge. And that was like real time. It was like 60 hours in-game time, but obviously speed up kind of skews that. But it was like over 12 hours to get the first gym badge. So, yeah. Real brutal. But yeah, there's a trade in Rustboro for Mocket, the Makuhita in Ruby and Sapphire. So if you don't care about the living dex, then you don't need to go back and catch another Makuhita after. Oh yeah, that's another thing that you missed. You missed me talking about this that we found in the previous stream. We got Pokerus and this shiny in the same stream the last time I did this. But yeah, it's gonna be quite the project. I put it down and picked it back. I like kind of given up on it a little bit because it was kind of boring and there weren't a whole lot of people that were like tuning in to watch it. But I just kind of felt like doing it myself a handful of weeks ago and got back into it. And today there's been a couple people watching it, so you know, works out. Anywho, I really need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go ahead and let's pop up where is the AFK sign. Let's go ahead and mute Chipboy, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, I am back, and yes, I did wash my hands. I'm not a heathen. Alright. Alrighty. I come bearing canned beverage as well, so you guys get can opening ASMR. There you go. Nice crisp can pop for you. Alright. Now, on to the Minun grind. Watch. Oh, that'd be so funny. Both a can and a bottle in one? Huh. Interesting. Imagine that had been a Minun on the first encounter. That would have been great. I don't really want to get staticked, so I might end up ignoring some of those. Once we run out of Giga Drain, I'm probably not going to fight Electrites anymore, just because I don't really want to get staticked. Luckily, +1 Minun don't have static. Which actually, how many cherry berries do I have? Oh, I got a handful. Kudos to the dedication, thank you. Yeah, I got the idea from another YouTube channel called 40 Cakes, who is doing pretty much the same thing but in Emerald, and he actually coded a bot to play through Emerald, and they're doing an all shiny version of this same exact challenge. So that is absolutely insane, and no, like, normal human being would ever subject themselves to all of that. But obviously where he's coded a bot to do it, that's not as big a deal. But, so, where I'm not a bot, and I am a human being, and I do value my time somewhat, obviously we're not doing an all-shiny version of the challenge, but I still wanted to do it. I really liked the Professor Oak challenge, just because I'm not a huge Nuzlocke guy. Like, I've tried them a couple times, they're just not really my thing. I really want to, like, push myself through a few, so that way I can at least say that I have done some. But, like, it's just not my cup of tea, really. So I much prefer doing the Professor Oak challenge instead. And it's been a long time since I've done one on the channel. The only other game that I've done one in was Let's Go. We did one in Let's Go Eevee a few years ago, and that was a pretty good time. It got a little tedious towards the end just because of, like, the Let's Go, like, catching and encounter mechanics. But for the most part, it was a good time, and I quite enjoyed it. Oh my god. Ooh, excuse me. But I remember a handful of months ago, I was just I think I'd watched a video of somebody else doing one, and it put me in the mood to do one as well. And ooh, excuse me. I'd looked up, like, easiest games to do a Professor Oak challenge in. And I think Let's Go was listed as the #1, but obviously where I'd already done that one, I wasn't going to do that one again. But Ruby and Sapphire were listed as, like, second or third most easy. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to heal him the other way. Oh, no. Oh, well. Whatever. Casual player. Yeah, and, like, that's fair. Not everybody likes to do challenges, but, like, that's what I like about this, this one is, like, for the most part, it's a really casual challenge, because it's not super technical for the most part. You just need to really, like, make sure you don't miss any encounters. So it's a lot easier than, like, Nuzlocks are too, like, they're too greasy, they're too sweaty for me. I don't like it. Hey, Minun! Okay. Can we catch it without Nice. Cool, didn't even need to put it to sleep. Hell yeah. That's every catch done for this leg of the journey already. Perfect, actually. I'm completely okay with full beat fainting. Alright, cool. So, now, we move on to the annoying and tedious aspect of this challenge that is going to take up the most time, which is all of the level grinding. So, let's see. Let's see indeed. Okay, we're gonna be a little cheeky. We're gonna be a tad bit cheeky. But I'm gonna have everything on screen so that way you all know that I'm only doing this for informational reasons. We're not doing anything actually sus. This is purely oh, well, I'll worry about that later. This is purely for informational reasons. Let's see. Ah, that's understandable. Okay, so we are in PK Hex. I'm not gonna even act like we're not, because we totally are. But I only want to look at things IVs. This Abra is 29 special attack? Yo. What's the speed, though? 17? That's not bad. That's really not that bad. Neither of these mudkip... This one's got 0. Ooh, okay. What do we got for 28? Only 1 defense, though. I guess that doesn't really matter. Third? Oh, wait. Oh, this Aeron has 31 HP. Oh, damn. Right, I forgot. Yeah, if it's a 31, it doesn't show up. So yeah, this has max HP and 30 defense. We should probably evolve this one. This is a straight up hacking tool. Like, this is how you cheat Pokemon in, for the most part. Like, if I just clicked on this tile and clicked set, like, I could just clone this. And if I wanted to, I could make this, like, Deoxys and, like, make it shiny or whatever. And, like, oh, there, boom, now we have a shiny Deoxys. But I'm not doing that, because that kind of ruins the whole vibe of everything. I just want to look at things, IVs. This is totally cheating. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. This is 100% cheating right now. But I'm not actually doing anything really wrong IMO. So there's no EV checker in this game, and so I don't... This just saves me from having to calculate things IVs the manual way. Which is very boring. This Goldeen has 31 special attack. This Magikarp has 31 attack. Okay. Are either any of these Zubats good? This one has 31 special attack, but neither of its attacking stats are special in this gen, so I don't know if I want that one. This one has 31 defense. Indeed. And then, do you have any good stats? Yeah, his Volbeat has 31 HP. I guess I'll evolve this other Electrike. This one has higher special attack, so I guess I'll evolve that one instead. I guess I'll evolve this one. I don't think Relaxed is an amazing nature, but we'll evolve that one anyway. Guess we'll evolve this one instead. Both of these Geodudes are terrible. Yeah, those are both terrible. I don't even care. Yeah. I guess we'll evolve this Abra for sure. We'll evolve this Electrike. I guess we'll do this one and this one. For like the final stages. Either of these two very good. This one's got 31 attack. That's not bad because poison is physical. So yeah, I guess we'll evolve this Gulpin. And then this one's got 31 attack, but like only fishing or only flying is actually physical. So yeah. Yes, unsaved changes will be lost there. So no chance. I didn't even save, so there's no chance of anything being put in there. That shouldn't have been. I just wanted to take a peek. But I don't want to try to act like I wasn't using PK Hex. I feel that it is better to just be completely transparent about it and do it on screen with everybody, so that way everybody can see that not hacking or not actually hacking anything in, that is. Alright, so let's see. Which ones do we want to switch around? We want to switch these two around for sure. Wait, no. Yeah, this one. And we want to switch this one around to... No. There. Where will I grind for levels now? That is an amazing question. I don't know. I didn't look at either of these two, so I don't know which one to remember which one to evolve. I think, didn't this one have the better stats? Yeah, I think this one had the better stats. We'll evolve this Aeron all the way up. I don't really care about these Goldines. I think this one was slightly better than that one, so we'll evolve you instead. Okay. Let's see. What do I want to do? Let's go do some... I guess first, let's put this Aeron in the daycare. Is the first thing I want to do. Because this Aeron here is going to be the one we evolve up to Aggron, which is like level 42. So that's going to take a while. So I'm just going to put it in the daycare now. And we can take it out later, and it'll have a bunch of XP. So yeah, we'll just leave you there. And we have plenty of money that we can use to get it out if it's like super expensive by the time we come back. So, oops, I meant to hit that. Thank you. So who do we want to... Oh, you know what? We should definitely do... wasn't it this... Which... Oh, shoot. I've already forgotten which one of these had better stats. I think, this one had better stats, but it was, like, in a pointless stat. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this guy in our party. Where's the Soothe Bell? I don't think we can get that quite yet, can we? Oh, we can! Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Cool, we can go get the Soothe Bell. I don't think it does. So we'll have to carry Zubat around, but that's fine. Because we can go ahead and for now, I'm gonna give it this EXP share. Let's make sure Breloom's moves are maxed. They are, very nice. And I am gonna go ahead and take the biking path. Actually, we're gonna fight this guy first, because we didn't fight this guy on the way through. And there's a bunch more trainers that we have available that we haven't fought yet. Strategy at play with pickup. So in Ruby and Sapphire, the pickup encounter table is always the same. It does not matter what level you are at. It is always the exact same chances to get every different item. You know, we'll even go ahead and take a look at it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull this up first, and then pull this up. So this is the pickup table for Ruby and Sapphire, and like Fire Red and Leaf Green, it also kind of functions the same, but it's just like almost exclusively berries. And then in Emerald is when they finally added in the scaling of items based on your level. So that's why it doesn't really matter what level the things I have are. And like the only reason that I've leveled up one of them to a Linoon was for the Dex entry, because we obviously needed at least one Linoon. But yeah, this is the drop table no matter what level. So I just have a bunch of them with me to mostly farm. Like rare candies are really handy. Proteins have been really nice. PP ups have been amazing. The nuggets are great for selling. The Ultra Balls have made it so I haven't needed to buy any Pokeballs, really. We have genuinely like almost 300 Super Potions in the PC. So like we never really need to buy any healing items. So yeah, we're pretty much just loaded. But yeah, from Emerald onwards is when they started scaling it. Yeah, this is not Emerald. And that was the deciding factor of why I picked Sapphire instead of Emerald for this challenge, by the way. Was specifically for the pickup table. Like, on the, like, guide, or the, like, page that I'd found when I looked up, like, easiest games to do Professor Oak challenge in, that was why Ruby Sapphire was listed as easier, was because of the non-scaling pickup table meant that you could just catch a bunch of Zigzagoons at the beginning of the game and, like, farm a ton of pickup encounters while you did everything else. And I was like, oh, that is absolutely genius. So I went ahead and caught a bunch of Zigzagoons. I said I was gonna nickname them, actually, so we might need to do that at some point. Sadly, one of them is gonna end up a little bit left behind from now on, so that's gonna be a little annoying. One of them, I guess, won't be nicknamed, but we'll nickname the other four, being Linoon, and then the other, like, three. Alright, that guy isn't a trainer. This guy just, like, yaps for why. Yeah, yep. Fire Red and Leaf Green, harder than Ruby Sapphire. It's more that Fire Red Leaf Green's pickup table, where it's almost all berry themed, you don't get as many useful items from pickup. Because it's like almost exclusively berries. Which is handy, like outside of the context of this challenge, that's the only way to renewably get a lot of those berries. Is from pickup, because you can't grow them in Kanto. There's no berry, like, spots, and there's no berry pots like Heart Gold and Soul Silver has. So, like, the only renewable way to get a lot of those berries is from pickup. But you don't get any, like, Ultra Balls, you don't get any of the healing items. You do still get rare candies and PP ups and nuggets, but other than that, it's just all berries. It just oops all berries. So, definitely Ruby and Sapphire was just a little bit more, just a tad bit easier, I feel. So that's just why we picked this one instead. And it ended up working out for me, because I've been playing through Emerald in my free time, and I'm gonna need a Lonatone. So eventually, even though technically I'm not really supposed to trade, is not in the theme of the challenge, I feel that only really counts if I'm benefiting this game. If I'm trading something away from this game that benefits another game, I think that's on the table. That's not breaking any rules of the challenge. So eventually, once I get to the point where we can catch Lonatone, definitely gonna go ahead and grab one of those and spread that Pokerust to it and send that over to my Emerald. So I'm gonna need that. How do we actually get the... How do we get the thingy? From this guy? Is it from this guy? The Soothe Bell? Where do we actually get the Soothe Bell from? Oh. Aha! This person. Nice. Alright, so we'll go ahead and give Zubat here the Soothe Bell instead of the EXP share. That will help out a lot, because now every single step that we take, or every single everything that we do with Zubat here will gain it more friendship. Ooh, God, those moves are terrible. Like, just absolutely disgusting. Yeah, I hate that. Let's see. We'll go ahead and fight this double battle. Oh, nice. Well, somewhat nice, I guess. We're definitely gonna have to switch Zubat out, because it's gonna get ganked. But, if I switch out to a Zigzagoon here, and this Zigzagoon... Oh, wait, are they just... I totally stayed in. Whatever. Oh, okay. Yikes. When do we learn Wing Attack? Because that is gonna be, like, really handy. 21? What? Okay, we get Bite at 16, though, so I guess, like, that'll give us something to finally do some kind of damage with. Jeez, 21? That's just ridiculous. Right, which we need to make sure that we don't at any point let Zubat faint, because that will take friendship away, which we obviously don't want. I can fight Magikarps, so that's no big deal. You're a little bit more annoying. What an eventful turn that was. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, luckily we're also poison type, so can't poison me. Ooh, this one's actually a little higher level. Luckily, it's still a Magikarp. Alright, let's see. What other gym or trainers do we have in general? Oh, wait. I know one. Not you. Good for you. Giga Drain. Let's see. I know a trainer that we skipped earlier. We could also go in there, which we probably will. Hello. Astonish is probably better. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh my God. We're channeling that flinch essence that we had in the last stream. Oh my lord. Another thing about it, Ruby Sapphire more lenient with evolutions. Fire Red and Leaf Green, Lock Johto, and post-game evolutions. Yeah. Yeah, this game, especially Ruby and Sapphire, have a very shallow post-game section of this challenge. just because there really isn't a post-game for Ruby Sapphire. Emerald, you get, like, the whole Johto section of the Safari Zone and all kinds of other cool stuff. You don't get that in this game. Oh, I still have set battle mode on. Oopsie! Zubat didn't get any XP for that last Pokemon. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and turn that off. Shift. Let's turn battles. Let's switch those around. Oh, that just healed frickin' Volbeat. Well, if we're going around and doing gym trainers or well, trainer battles anyway, we don't really need Volbeat right now. So we can put Volbeat away. Once we get back to training on wild Pokemon, we'll want to bring Volbeat back out. But for now, we can do some trainer battles. Oh, right, because we have all of these trainers down here on the beach, too. Right, we ignored all of those beach trainers earlier. Oh, yeah, I forgot we could buy those here. Good to know. That's probably the earliest you can buy all of those in any game. Do you give anything cool? No. And then this chick just... Whoops. This chick just gives the effort ribbon. Which is pretty cool, but don't need that right now. Maybe I should use a water type or a grass type down here. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely want to be using Bite. This is going to be our best move by far. Once we get Wing Attack, though, then we'll be cooking. Nice. Nice! Which I don't think we need to do any more in-game trades. Heading out. Wish furthermore good luck with the challenge. Well, thank you, thank you. Glad you stopped by. Should I switch? Flinch? Nah, we're fine. Okay, you're also a little annoying. Oh, nice. Never mind. We'll just flinch. Just flinch over and over again. Alright, cool. Now we can get the free soda pops from this guy. Do I want to go heal? Kinda want to go heal. Ooh. Oh. I can honestly probably put Breloom away as well. Yeah, we can probably put Breloom away and have the last Zigzagoon on us, so that way we can be getting maximum pickup items. Let's go ahead and put you up to the front here, and we'll grab the last Zigzagoon. Because Breloom is at least level 22, like, it's not high level, but it's at least something. So... Or not Breloom, sorry. Linoon here is level 22. So it'll give us something to switch to if we need to. Or if Zubat goes down. We'll at least have something to clean up a fight with. Oh my god. Yeah, immediately getting torn apart. Jeez. Switch back in. Oh, I'm like super low. Yeah, I think we'll just do a little switching back and forth for this one. Back to Wingull. This is probably gonna outspeed me as well, so let's just switch back to Linoon again. We've got plenty of super potions on us, so we'll just go ahead and heal Zubat up with one of those. There we go. Did not expect that Wingull to be so fast. Go, took you down. Got whittled down quite a bit there. I really wish that we had, you know, a poison move on our poison type. That would be real lovely. Should I give him another one of these? You know what? Why not? No real reason not to. We got plenty of them. Ooh. Oops. Did we get a... Oh, no, we actually got another one. Or did we? No. No. Yeah, we are at 4. Oh! Nice! I did not know that was there. That is definitely very handy. Right. Okay, I think that's all the trainers on the beach. Looks like it. Alright, let's head back to Dewford, and we'll take out all of Raleigh's gym trainers. I don't think we've done that yet, so we'll go ahead and fight some of them. Easy way to tell, if we step in and we have a... we can actually see. Okay, we have not fought any of them. I didn't think so. We'll go ahead and fight all the gym trainers. We can't fight Brawley himself, but we can fight his gym trainers, no problem. Ooh, ow. Well, that just set us back a little ways. I should have swapped out. That was totally on me. Yeah, that just set us back some friendship. Yeah, I should have swapped out. Or just stalled it entirely. Alright, let's see. I forget exactly what this gym looks like in this game. I think this is gonna be better. Is it? Yeah, it is. Barely. Oh, nice. Crit and a flinch. Hell yeah. Right. I really do not remember what this gym looks like in this game. Which I think this will be super effective. Yeah. Okay, I should have just used that the first time. Oh, whoops. Did not notice there was multiple Pokemon. Alright, well here we go. This is some good revenge for the last Meditite that we ran into. Luckily, where we quad resist fighting, like, this is just not a threat at all. Okay, there's a lot less trainers in this gym in this game than there are in Emerald. Okay. Well, there's all of those trainers fought. Did I fight both of these guys? No, I did not. Okay. Or is there 2 guys over here? I think there might actually only be 1 guy over here in this game. Is the second dude here? Oh, no, there are both guys. Okay. Couldn't quite remember. Right. Nice. Alright, very cool. Oh, nice. Knew there was some kind of item over there. Ooh! Oh, the bag is full! Uh-oh. Alright, well, we gotta fix that. Oh, yeah, we do have a lot of other random junk on us. We'll put that away, we'll put that away. Max Ether can go away. HP up can go away. Black glasses. These 3 things can get sold. And I guess I'll hold on to the ether. Actually, I really could just sell the ethers because, Lepo berries are just growable ethers. Okay, let's go back over to Slateport, I suppose. Because we can go and fight, Watson's gym trainers as well. Also because I wanted to go to a Pokemart. Don't sell the EXP share. Whatever you do, doofus. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. There we go. You know what? Let's go and drop a little save ski. Oh my god, the game keeps, like, lagging while I'm saving, and it scares the hell out of me. I don't like it. Oh my god. Okay. We'll go up this way. Oh, wait, you know what? Hold on. Let's not actually do that. Let's go do the trick house instead. Alright. I recently did all of the different levels in here in Emerald, and it's a pretty fun little place, honestly. I wish that some of the later games had like more goofy little areas like this. I should have healed up before we came in here, but oh well. Oh, don't cute charm me. Okay, nice. I can hit it with this. Oh, that's gonna cancel out my little bit of healing. Oh, and Effect Spore still kicks in on Leech Seed, bro. Come on. Right, well, whatever. Hopefully my sleep wears off. Okay, well, if it's gonna go for Defense Curl, we'll hit it with Bite instead. Oh, nice, big crit. Alright, one level away from finally learning a stab move. Alright, what do we have going on? Not much. I'm just gonna play it safe. Go with a little heal ski. Trying to decide what I want to do. I don't know if I want to go with 4 attacking moves or if I want to keep Supersonic. But honestly, I think we'll just go with 4 attacking moves. I don't really think Supersonic is worth. Confuse Ray, on the other hand, is a different story. If it was Confuse Ray, that I would consider keeping. But it's not. It's Supersonic. Supersonic kind of sucks. So, yeah, we're gonna go with, probably just 4 attacking moves instead. Alright. Get over here, grab this item, which is gonna be a piece of mail, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Come on. Actually, no. This way. I, memorized the secret phrase. There we go. Nice. Extra rare candy. Obviously that one I'm not going to count towards the pickup total. Okay, we're going to save again. Let's go put away that orange mail so it's not taking up a space in our bag. And let's go ahead and, while we're down here, buy a harbor mail. Did I actually buy it? Hold on. I think I hit B too quickly. I totally did. Okay. Buy 1 harbor mail. Alright, now we'll go ahead and head back up to... Yeah. I wish that it did the, like, I wish that place worked like the one in Fire Red Leaf Green. But, I mean, obviously, this one came first, so... well, no, did it work that way in Red and Blue? I can't remember. But either way, I like the one in Fire Red Leaf Green better, because it just automatically equips you onto your bike if you have it. Let's see. Right, so we gotta give this person this harbor mail that we just bought, and they will give us the coin case. And that is very exciting because over here, there are some very nice... Oh, no, not you. There are some very nice TMs that we can get for coins in here. Can't remember what all of these are off the top of my head, so look at them. TMs... Pokemon... Let's see. So, I know, obviously, 13 is Ice Beam, 24 is Thunderbolt, and I think 35 is Flamethrower. 29 is Psychic. And 32 is Double Team. What a terrible TM. But yeah, pretty good moves. Pretty good moves indeed. Teaching Psychic to, like, Abra, the Abra we need to level up into a Kadabra, we could teach Psychic to, so that way we have a move to fight things with right away. That way we don't need to EXP train it the whole time. Because Abra actually has really good stats. It just doesn't learn any moves by level up. But if you give it egg moves or TM moves, Abra is a menace. Alright, let's go try to fight some of Watson's gym trainers. We'll definitely want to switch out, just so that way we're not risking anything crazy. But this is why I turned shift mode back on. That way we can send Zubat into every fight while it is holding... nice, double flinch again. While it's holding the Soothe Bell, so it's gaining extra friendship. And it's technically in every battle. Nice, we picked something up. Ooh, nice. Alright, about to learn Wing Attack, finally. Oh. Alright, let's get rid of Supersonic. There we go. Finally have a decent attack. Yes, I know. And switch back. And switch again. Right, very cool. I think this chick has a Metatite that knows Thunder Punch, I want to say. But that just means that Zubat is actually going to be pretty good. You know, if we can kill it before we get hit with Thunder Punch. So, let's go ahead and save. Oh. Okay. We did get hit with Thunder Punch, but we tanked it and KO'd it with a crit. So, fine by me. Alright, now we can't fight Watson or Brawly themselves yet, obviously. Okay, but that is all of the trainers. So, those guys are all out of the way. Watson will be the next gym leader that we fight. I think that's... Is that every trainer out of the way altogether? Other than these two. I think these are the only trainers left that we can fight at all. And then we're going to be out of trainers. But we can rematch some trainers. So that will at least help us out a little bit. Because, obviously, trainer... Oh, I don't know if we can yet. Yeah, no, we might not be able to do that quite yet. I think that might be unlocked later down the line. We might need the 5th badge for that. Which, as you may notice on the layout, I have gyms 2 and 5 directly next to each other, where all of the other ones are spaced out. That is because those 2 gyms we will fight directly back to back, because you are not allowed to fight your father, Norman, until you have the previous 4 gym badges. But you don't need to fight Brawly right away. So we can just skip Brawly until later on, when his badge is actually required to move on. Because the only HM it lets you use is Flash. And if you just know your way through the cave without Flash, then you don't need it. So, that's why we are putting off Brawly. And then, similar thing is, happens again with Gym 6, which is a lot more annoying because that HM is Fly, so we're gonna have to walk everywhere until we get access to Fly, finally. But we actually do Gym 7 after 5, because you can just walk right through Forestry and move straight on to Lily Cove and just not do Winona's gym. So. Okay, well. Oh, wait, no, I think there's like 1 or 2 more trainers on this route that we haven't fought yet. It's like this person and 1 more. Oh, wait, no, we got the whole Windstraight house as well. Oh, okay, there's more trainers here in Emerald. That's what I was thinking of. Big surprise. Is there a hidden item here, too? No, it doesn't look like it. Nice. You're not a trainer, right? No. Child is not a trainer, right? No. Jeez, there's no trainers on this route in this game? Oh my god, they added so many extra trainers to this route in Emerald. Alright, well, and you're not a trainer. You just talk about the Windstraight family. Sure, we can try fighting these guys. I don't know if we can solo this with just, what's-its-face, though. If we can solo this with Golbat here, that'll give it a pretty good amount of XP and friendship, but I don't know if we can. I can't remember what their whole teams are. Okay, well, so far, we're in a pretty good spot. I'm pretty sure the grandma that you fight last uses a meta-type. Okay, looks like we're kind of fine. Unless we get a really unlucky... Nope, didn't get hit by Effect Spore. Yeah, now that we finally have Wing Attack, oh, we're just cruising. Yeah, Golbat, more like Goatbat. Alright, cool. I just want your Macho Brace. I thank you very much. Probably won't actually really use that for anything. But now we are actually officially out of trainers. There really aren't any more. So, whoops. Item, deposit. Let's put that away. And let's go ahead. Stop. Here we go. Move Pokemon. Perfect. You don't have anything on you right now. Good. Putting you away. And it's time to grab old Volbeat back out. Okay. So. Now. I think probably the best place to level up is going to be here on Route 117. Because Route... What is it? Whatever the other one is. 110, I think. Yeah, 110 has Electrike, which can have static, so like that's kind of annoying. Where this route doesn't have anything Golbat can be affected by. Obviously, there are Roselia with Poison Point, but it can't poison other poison types. So Golbat is perfectly safe. So yeah, I think we're kind of just fine to level up here. How long have we been going for? Over 3 hours. Wow, this has been the longest stream in a while. I think we might go ahead and wrap up kind of soon, honestly. Let's see. We have the acrobike still. Yep. Hopefully you poison me. Poison me, please. Poison me, please. Oh, no, I think all it knows is Absorbent Sweet Scent at this point, right? Just gonna ignore you. Guess I'll just switch to Golbat for now. I don't really want Volbeat gaining XP, though. I want a Roselia so we can get poisoned or something. There we go. Okay, tackle it until it poison points me. Oh, no! Okay. I'm using a Cherry Berry because I really want to be poisoned instead, so that way I can... God. At this rate, I'm just gonna end up fainting it before I get poisoned. Ugh! No! Come on, poison point, please. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. Oh my god, Roselia, stop. Cut it out! Oh my god, yeah, of course, I finally get poisoned once I'm, like, almost dead. But whatever, we're all good, we're all set to go to grind away for Crobat. Whew, I don't know how long this is gonna take. Probably not too much longer. I don't know what my current friendship is at. Which, Wing Attack has a lot of base uses, so if we PP up it, it'll have a ton of uses. I think it's, like, what, 56? So we'll be able to just sit here and bounce for quite a while. We should have some PP ups on us, actually. Perfect, exactly 3. Wing Attack. Wing Attack. Attack. I know I said exactly 3 when we have 4, but that's because I like to leave 1 in the bag, so. Anything that we have by pickup, that we can get from pickup encounters, I'm almost exclusively going to refer to it as if we have 1 less than we really do, when they're in my, like, bag. Just because I want to keep 1 in the bag, so that way the spot gets kept. Hopefully we can get Crobat fairly quickly. Obviously I'm not sure exactly how long it's gonna take for it to evolve, since it's friendship related. We could bike back and forth for a bit, I suppose. And that will just kind of like let it pick up some passive EXP. I guess what we'll do, we'll wait until I'm getting close to leveling up, and then I'll do that. We'll bike back and forth for a little while. We'll switch bikes to the Mach bike and just go back and forth. Oh, nice. I replaced one of the PP ups we just used. So I'm really curious to see, come the end of the challenge, how many shinies we're going to have found across it all. So far, we've already found one, so we could easily find a few more. We do not have a dead battery on this save of Sapphire, so the seeding is not broken. Okay, we are super close to leveling up again. Oh, nice. Another PP up. Perfect. 23 XP. Let's see. Let's go and grab the other bike. There we go. Bike swapped. And let's just go ahead and bike back and forth for a little while. This will also help the Aeron that we have in the daycare just kind of passively gain some levels. I feel like, I know obviously that's not the most efficient way to level it up, but I feel like it will be pretty handy. Just because it can be leveling up in the background while we're not even really worrying about it. Honestly, I should probably have both Aerons in there, because even Lairon is a pretty high evolution level, I think. I think it's like 32, and then 42 for Aggron. So I should maybe have Lairon going as well. Because if I put two of the same gender in there, then I won't even need to worry about, like, them making eggs and having to ignore those. Which I could use the chick down in Slateport to check my, friendship status. So I guess if we bike around down there instead, we can check to see when it is ready to evolve. Let's see. Oh, that was a collision. That was another collision. That was another collision. Yep. I know. Oh. Still got technique is remarkable. Let's see. So the same chick that gave us the, Soothe Bell in the first place, we can use to check the friendship of our Pokemon. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to her. Oh, or not. Never mind. Maybe it's this guy? That guy just wants us to feed them Pokeblocks. Which we literally can't even do at this stage of the game, because we don't have a Pokeblock case yet, and can't get one. So, that's real helpful. I guess I will put it in the front of my party if we're just gonna get XP off of biking back and forth. Oh, actually, this is a nice stretch. Oh, this is a really nice stretch. Alright, yeah, we'll bike back and forth for a little while, and then we'll talk to him again, and see what he has to say this time. Let me actually double check that this is the friendship checker. Friendship checker. Keep typing in Ruby even though it's Sapphire, but it's the same thing. Oh. Oh, we're in the wrong place. Oh. I guess that guy only tells you to eat, like, feed them Pokeblocks. That's like his whole thing. He's like a shill for big Pokeblock. Oh my god, get out of the way. Which, one thing, I know the person who brought it up is not here anymore, but one thing that I can do for Feebas that will make things a little bit easier is I can turn off the battery capability. Hold on. What did that say? Southwesternmost house. I can turn off the battery when we go to hunt for Feebas. And then if we make it through a good chunk of all the water and haven't found anything yet, if the battery is turned off, the Feebas tiles won't change when the day rolls over. Okay, so we're getting close on Golbat. She said it likes you quite a lot. It seems to want to be babied a little. That is friendship value between 150 and 199. So we need to go until it says it seems very happy, obviously likes you a whole lot. Will be between 200 and 254, and I think we need to be over 220 for it to actually evolve. So we're gonna bike back and forth for a while, until it's at that stage, or if we get to the point where it says it adores you, then it is completely max friendship, and then obviously it will evolve then. But it doesn't need to be 100% max. It just needs to be like 85%-ish or so. Let's see. Probably gonna go ahead and finally wrap up for the day, though, after we do get this Crobat, just because it's been a long stream. It's been almost 4 hours. I think this is the longest stream I've done in a while. So definitely gonna go ahead and wrap up after this. It's been a good time, though. We putzed around trying to get a shiny Latios. It didn't work very well, but you know, that's RNG for you. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. I'll keep at it. Hopefully the red Game Boy will give me some luck, and I will end up getting it. But we have made some pretty sizable progress on this challenge. Very excited about that. Let's see. Likes you quite a lot, seems to want... Okay, hasn't gone up quite yet. I also want to go check Aaron's level. And I want to... uh-oh. Which one of these... Shoot. Which one of these was... I don't know. Oh, do you. Yeah, I was right. It's 32 and then 42. Somebody in chat very helpfully reminded me that it is 42 that Lairon evolves into Aggron at. But it's grown by 11 levels. Oh, party is full. Okay. Obviously, once it hits, once it does evolve once, we do want, or gets ready to evolve, we want to take it out and rare candy it. No, yes. Oh, it doesn't actually... Oh, wait. Yes, if I say this... Oh, wait. No, I need to put something in... Okay, hold on. This is how I save my money. Save the game. And then we deposit Zigzagoon. And then we go to take back Pokemon, and it will have us choose which Pokemon we want. If I go to take this Zigzagoon out, it'll only cost like 100, but I can just reset the game right now, and like it won't cost anything because Zigzagoon won't be in there anymore. So that's what we're gonna do. Bada boom. Aeron is level 23. So we just gotta keep an eye on that. And grab that other Zigzagoon back too. Let's go ahead and sort these guys out. So that's... Oh, that stops bugging me. Okay. Let's get... You know what? Let's heal Golbat real quick. While I'm here at the PC. Oh, which we could give it some vitamins too, actually. Hold on. How many... Hold on. How many proteins do I have in my bag right now? 4? Okay. There we go. This will increase its friendship by a bunch. And both poison and flying are physical attacks, so it having increased physical attack isn't even a bad thing. There we go. I don't know, PP ups might also increase friendship. They are technically a vitamin, so they probably do. Okay, obviously likes you a whole lot, so we could evolve right now. Could. Let's see if we do or not. Oh, right, this is the wrong bike. Let's swap the bikes back. I don't think are there any other friendship evolutions that we need to do? I can't remember. Because I know that there are a couple other friendship evolutions, but I don't know if we actually... Oh, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna save again. There we go. I don't know if I actually need to do them or not. Nice. There we go. Because most of them are for the babies. Because, like, Igglybuff evolves with friendship, Pichu evolves with friendship, but I won't need to evolve them because I'm not catching them. Azurill evolves with friendship, I'm pretty sure. But, like, I don't need to evolve any of them. I'm going to be breeding them and then keeping them that way. But there, hell yeah. Now we got Crobat out of the way. Ooh, and one more rare candy just to wrap it up at the end. I'm not even going to bother adding that to the counter, though, because gotta wrap up. Take that Soothe Bell away. Oh, that is very exciting to get that out of the way. Very, very exciting indeed. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for today, though, because this has been quite the stream. I had a great time, though. Thank you very much to Vetyest for showing up on Twitch, and to Sebastian for showing up on YouTube. Yeah, take care. Definitely make sure to leave a follow if you enjoyed. I usually do content on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Like I said, I do focus a lot more on YouTube as well. So I have my YouTube linked on the Twitch, and I do TikTok every once in a while, not very often, but I also do YouTube Shorts whenever I do a TikTok as well. So if you don't like that platform, they go on YouTube Shorts as well. So make sure you definitely go ahead and check that out if you are interested in seeing more of me and my little Chip Abomination avatar. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for today. We'll definitely be back on Wednesday. I don't know if we'll do more of this. We might do some Poke MMO. Haven't quite decided. We'll kind of see what I'm feeling. Friday, won't be able to stream. I have to work Friday, so we'll have a video coming out. Not quite decided yet on what that's going to be. We'll see. But either way, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to go ahead and just clean up my PC, or my bag and whatnot. And I don't know who, I'll put somebody else in the party for now. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I definitely had a fun time having everybody here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.